Alright, so today, I'm going to be doing some Pokemon Stadium 2. What happened to Pokemon Stadium 1? Well, I'm jumping ahead a bit. Alright. Yeah, so this has been something I've been planning for the better part of 2 months, I think. We're about in mid-ish June, pretty much. And I've been planning this since, like, the end of April, like, end of April, early May-ish. And, yeah, if you could see what setup I have going on to get this shit going, and the amount of time I've spent, testing and having technical issues, yeah. For some reason, so, like, a month and a half ago, I played Pokemon Snap and Dabutsu no Mori Animal Forest, both on the N64. And those were fine. Those were totally fine. And I talked about my setup back then and such, because it was when I had started, like, finally became able to really capture my physical N64 stuff and everything. And then this game happened, and I just literally got done spending an hour doing diagnostic testing and mitigating tech issues. Some of which I kind of thought might happen, and one that I really, really did not expect happening. So, a little bit of some preface about me playing this first, on a technical side. Alright, so I got my N64 controller with my copy of Pokemon Crystal. That's what's showing up on the game pack there, is my copy of Crystal. I had just got done, literally yesterday, capturing Lugia and finishing everything that I really care about in Crystal. All the gyms are done, all the Kanto gyms are done, the Elite Four is beaten, and I've caught Suicune and I caught Lugia. And that's pretty much all I cared to do. It was 35 hours of a playthrough that did not end up on the channel because I knew it would take way too long to do that. And I wanted to play Pokemon Stadium 2. And I've had this copy of Pokemon Stadium 2 for about a decade now, and it's always been a little iffy. It's always been a little touchy, where, like, if you kind of wiggle it in the console, it'll kind of disconnect and glitch out the game a bit for some reason. It's been pretty fine through testing, so it should hold out totally okay. The other issue that's not... My N64 stuff is sturdy as crap because it uses a lot of metal shielding inside it, including the cartridges. Like, half of the interior of the cartridge is metal shielding inside that plastic. But the controller as well for my N64, I've had this thing for about 15 years, and, like, I have this thing in front of me on a very small table because the input adapter, the little... There's a slot, for anyone who doesn't know or does know what an N64 controller looks like, there's a slot in the front of the controller for, like, the Rumble Pack and the Transfer Pack, which is what I have my game in right now that it's registering. And, yeah, that thing. That slot on this controller is bustedly jank, and if I'm holding the controller, it's gonna disconnect this game pack from the controller while I'm in the middle of playing the game. And anytime that the game pack is removed, quote-unquote, from Pokemon Stadium 2, you have to reboot the whole game again. So I'm not really apt to do that. So I have the controller ever so carefully placed on this tiny table in front of me. And I'm gonna be playing this like a crab. I'm sitting here with the... Well, not like a crab, really, but... Like, I just have the controller here in front of me. And I'm just gonna be pushing the buttons. I'm not picking up this controller at risk of it disconnecting the game pack. And, yeah, that would be kind of annoying and bad to happen. I remember that happening a lot with this controller. It doesn't happen with the Rumble Pack, it only happens with this Transfer Pack, so I don't know if... I don't think it's the Transfer Pack, honestly, because this thing's in pretty damn good shape. This controller's pretty busted, because I've used it for 15 years, and whoever owned it before that used it even longer, so... yeah. I may have repaired this thing and swapped out the original analog stick on it for a GameCube one, but can't really, unless I could do a full surgery on removing that transfer pack area with maybe another controller's one. I have another one somewhere, but I don't know where that controller is at the moment, so we're stuck with this one. But, yeah. So that's the situation here. And those were the expected issues, was the weird finickiness of my N64 stuff. Then came the issue with OBS, because I use OBS to capture my stuff, and I mainly have audio issues with it sometimes, and those have been mitigated for about half a year, a little more than half a year at this point. I've kind of figured out the exact audio setup I want at the moment. And I always do tests for new consoles like the N64 and record down what audio settings I need for that system, because every system is actually kind of different generally. But I didn't have audio issues with Pokémon Stadium 2 today. Well, hopefully not. I always have to see that in post. But, yeah, I had video issues. I haven't had video issues with OBS. It's not the console. I tested my Switch and PS4 with this thing as well. It was not any of my systems. It was OBS acting up, and that was, I think that's the first since around when I was playing early Breath of the Wild. It's been like 2 years since I've had video issues with OBS, and all I did was shut off my computer and start it back up again, and now it's working again. So if it holds out, then we're peachy keen. If not, okay, I don't know, because I got a new capture card. The capture card's working. I know it is because it's sending the signal to my television, which is what I'm seeing this on, but I don't know, OBS just wasn't capturing it. It was getting the audio for the console and such, but it wasn't getting the video for some reason. Anyway, restarting my PC fixed that. That sent me into a panic of figuring stuff out for like 30 minutes until I figured out, wait, I've tried everything. I've looked in my PC. I've looked at the different software options. There's nothing that can really bring video into this thing for what I'm doing with it. I'm just gonna shut off the computer and hope to God it works. And it worked. It really worked. So now that the preface of my technical issues from the past hour is out of the way, also I have the cable for my headset, for my mic headset, like looped around my office chair arm next to me, because I don't want this thing even touching the N64 on the floor. I don't want anything touching anything in this room without me being aware of it, because if I so much as sneeze on this controller, all this is gonna shut off. So this is the most like hostilely tense gameplay of any sort I think I've ever done on the channel. So yeah, let's get started. Pokémon Stadium 2. I'm capturing this through HDMI with that Eon adapter that came out like a year and a half or so ago or whatever. For the highest quality of official hardware. And yeah, I have a completed Pokemon Crystal save file so I can use with this and such. That's actually what took me so long to getting around to this game, was I wanted to beat Crystal. I'm not exactly sure how much I'm even actually going to use Crystal with this, because some of it is level requirements to do some of the stadiums and battles and such, so who knows? Who really knows? Okay, so... Oh, I can't edit the rules. Lovely. I've already done a test battle with the level 1 to 100, and my team totally lost because they're anywhere from the mid-40s to mid-50s in their levels for beating Crystal. And then Lugia is a level 60. So I can't really do any like 1 to 100 battles because the opponent's always going to immediately be level 100. That's how that works. So I'd love to do a battle like that. Well, I can, I guess. Let me try the 50 to 55. Only Lunar is in the range for this thing. Nope, we're not doing that then. I may as well show off my team first. Before this cartridge disconnects. Yeah, so this is my crystal team. I got an Alakazam named Lunar. I got a Noctowl named Noctis from Final Fantasy 15. A game I kind of actually like. I know some people don't. Poliwrath. Getting that Poliwrath, I've had it as a Poliwhirl virtually the entire game, and he actually beat Lance. I'm going to talk about that later, but he actually beat Lance's Dragonite amazingly when it came to that point. But getting him to become a Poliwrath is so fucking difficult. I didn't remember, and I didn't realize how hard it is to get evolutionary stones in Gen 2. It is ludicrous. I had to... So, from the point of him being a Poliwhirl, beating Lance at the Elite Four after I got all the Johto badges, I then had to complete... Well, not complete, but I had to go to Kanto after that and catch a... Well, I had to go back to Olivine City in Johto after going to Kanto, because in Kanto, there's only 2 ways to get a Water Stone, to my knowledge, in Gen 2. There may be some other way, but every forum I looked at trying to figure out how this shit works pretty much said either a random fisherman has to call you and tell you, hey, I found a Water Stone, come pick it up, it's cool, which is completely random and very unlikely, or Bill's grandpa, who's watching his house in Kanto. So... I went on a... Getting this far to get a Water Stone was in and of itself the length of, like, Concrete Genie or one of these other smaller games. It took me 5 hours to evolve a Poliwhirl into a Poliwrath. Over, like, 2 days I spent dealing with this bullshit. So I went to Kanto. I ended up in Vermilion, went north through Saffron City, went to Cerulean City, beat all the trainers up there and such, and found Bill's dad at Bill's grandpa at his house. And the smug bastard wanted to see a Lickitung. Now, I'm not sure how randomized or if it's actually in a specific order, because none of these like walkthroughs or charts, you don't know how far I dug to get information on Crystal version and how some of these late game things actually work. I'm talking really far back into the early 2000s of some people's random website forums and such. Because I don't know why. I'm gonna get into all this later, but there's a lot of stuff I learned about Crystal version and the fandom around it, kind of, to a degree. And that's the fact that there's not much of a fandom around it anymore for some reason. At least there's not so much of a talkative, like, walkthrough-y-ish kind of community about it, aside from speedrunning. But, yeah, so I went north, and I know this entire beginning has so far just been me rambling, but that's how this shit works on my channel. So I went north, found Bill's grandpa. Dude wanted a Lickitung so I could get an Everstone. I didn't want an Everstone, but this guy wouldn't relent on me giving him a Lickitung. He wanted to see this Lickitung. So I went back to Johto, caught a Lickitung, went back to Kanto, and gave him the Lickitung. He gave me an Everstone. Here's the thing, though, is I hadn't powered back up the power station, so I don't have the magnet train. I have to use the boat. I have to use the SS Aqua or whatever it is. And that thing only runs on Sundays. So when it became Sunday a couple days ago, I was using that boat constantly, going back and forth, looking for certain Pokemon, some of which I had to look up after like an hour of trying to figure out what this old guy wanted. He wanted a Lickitung. He wanted an Oddish, which was kind of weird because he said he wanted a green Pokemon with leaves on its head. Oddish is purple. And he wanted a Growlithe for a Firestone. And then he wanted a Staryu for the Water Stone. So I had to go back to Olivine City, get a Staryu, which, by the way, I spent literally the better part of a morning catching Magikarps, Krabbies, Corsolas, not realizing Staryus only appear at night. So I had to wait the rest of the day out doing other stuff until it became night again for me to catch a Staryu, and then take the boat back and go over to Vermilion City, and then go back up north to Bill's grandpa, show it to him after the 4th or 5th time. I'm already losing count of how many Pokemon I had to give him. I think it was the only Pokemon I didn't show him was Pichu. If you show him a Pichu, you get a Thunderstone. But to get a Water Stone, you need to show him a Staryu. So I showed him the bloody Staryu, and he gave me a Water Stone. All of this shit took like 5 hours or so over like 2 or 3 days. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe. Like, you run across like a King's Rock in the Slowpoke well, you get a Metal Coat at some point randomly, and you think those are rare. No, just the normal evolutionary stones are insane to get. You kind of can't get them until post-game, which is really ludicrous. Meanwhile, I find it funny how evolving these two, which require trading, was so easy. Because I own a silver version, so I just moved them over to that and moved them back, and here we go. I got a Gengar and an Alakazam, no problem. The fucking Poliwhirl was the problem. And Noctis was fine, Sin was fine, and X I just caught. So this is the team. That's the story behind it. And yeah, I got Lunar, no Psybeam, Future Sight, Psychic, Thunder Punch. Got Noctis, Noctowl, and those Fly, Flash, Confusion, Hypnosis. Got Polly the Poliwrath, Ice Punch, Body Slam, Surf, Hypnosis. Got Sin the Typhlosion, because I named it Sin. I always tend to name my Cyndaquil Sin, and then it just carries over to the Typhlosions. I like it. Sin. Flame Wheel, Fire Punch, Strength, and Cut. We got Jiro. Not, I named it Jiro after Jiro from Toriko, because I'm a fan of Toriko, and there's no particular reason why I named the Gengar Jiro. I just like the name Jiro. And in Japanese, I guess it means second son. But yeah, if you saw my Ghost of Tsushima stuff, you remember like the first or second, both, I think it was the first and second parts of that, I kept accidentally calling Jin Jiro. Just because I'm so used to that name. And Jiro knows Shadow Ball, Nightshade, Hypnosis, and Psychic. And he is, I believe... No, Noctis is the lowest level of the team. Jiro was for a long time. And Lunar is an Alakazam, so of course he's the strongest. Aside from the Lugia I just caught yesterday, which is... I named it X, because that is actually the beta-ish name of Lugia. Before they announced what it was actually called, they referred to it in the like promos and media, and they did at a brief point in the anime call it X. Pokemon X. So I just thought it was a interesting, cool name that is technically one of its names. So yeah, it knows Dragon Breath, Iron Tail, Hydro Pump, Zap Cannon. And yeah, that's the team. There's the gang. Whether I'll get to use them or not, I have no idea. But giving a recap of the story behind some of what me and these guys have been through was fun. It was fun talking about it. Now, this stadium copy is the one I've used since I was younger, so some of the progress I made during that time is still in here. This has not been reset. I don't think I made much progress in this game. I made some in the Gym Leader Castle. I was generally more apt to playing Pokemon Stadium 1, which is kind of why I'm interested in playing Stadium 2 right now, is I know it a little less. Yeah, so it looks like past me got up to Price, but it didn't progress past that. I do actually remember doing this Team Rocket fight on the bridge. This was a real pain in the ass for me. I remember that. I don't remember what team I used or any of that. That was like probably half a decade ago. So it's been a few years. And I think I'll start with Faulkner. I'm still a little hesitant on doing the Gym Leader Castle. I'm deliberating whether or not... I just got all this stuff technically sorted out, so... I haven't put much thought into what I'm actually going to do in the game because of all these issues with the tech. I'm just wondering, do I want to start with the Gym Leader Castle or the Stadium? Because this is going to be a few parts. This is not just going to be like a one-off or anything. I'm going to play this a couple times. Who knows? Maybe more. I have no idea. Because the problem with the Gym Leader Castle is that all of their Pokemon are going to level up to be level 60 because of Lugia. Here at the Stadium, the problem is that because some of my Pokemon's level ranges from like 41 to 60, I'm not going to be able to use the majority of the team for a lot of this, if any, looking at this stuff. Like, look, it's level 5s only. It's level 50 to 55s only. It's level 1 to 100. Technically, I could bring everybody into this one, but the opponent's Pokemon are all going to be level 100. Well, let me check on that, actually. Yeah, the opposing trainers will all use level 100 Pokemon. It's like, come on, man. Can't we just get, like, an opponent that mimics the levels that you have on your own team? That would be nice. But no. Let's just choose a Challenge Cup. That's a cop-out. Challenge Cup is fine. You just get a completely random team from this. I practice even when I'm camping. I can't lose. Okay. That's the team we got. We got a Marill, a Magnemite, a Slugma, a Geodude, an Oddish, and a Spearow. Can choose only 3 at a time. What has he got? His team mostly consists of ground types. Wooper, Larvitar, Sandshrew, a Geodude's a rock type. And then he's got 2 fire types. So overall, I think Oddish should be the first best bet. Then Marill. And then maybe Magnemite. Let's give it a shot. Also, you're gonna see these intermittent, like, no signal things. That, I don't know why it does that, but that is just OBS. It's like, once the TV goes black, it doesn't like that. It's like, oh, there's no video signal anymore. Where'd it go? Alright, so let's begin this. What do we got? Solar Beam, Sludge Bomb. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know what the Challenge Cup is, it's a completely random team that's kind of given to you.
Building up power for its next attack. Here's the first move. A light hit.
Okay.
The white-hot battle continues.
Here we go.
Again, Solar Beam. That had to hurt. Wow, a single hit brings it down. Which Pokemon will join the battle now? Oh, it's Slugma. Will this battler live up to expectations? The heated action.
Okay, what do we got? I'm actually gonna swap out. Let us swap in Marill. If he chose the Charmander after this, that's gonna be funny. I'll view that as kind of cheeky, given how many ground types he has. Goes for the 2 fire types instead.
What's this? It's gripped by paralysis.
Oh, it paralyzed me.
How will this Pokemon switch affect
evil.
Blow of battle.
You're an evil Slugma.
How's that? The hit glanced right off. There it goes. It's super effective.
Got him. Oh, he lived.
There's a big HP difference.
Quite stubborn.
Come back.
Give it a headbutt.
What's next? That was a glancing blow. Ow! Headbutt! That's it! Oh, it has no strength left. Just one Pokemon remains.
Alright, what'd you pick as your last one, dude?
Oh, it's started!
God damn it, I knew it!
Last Pokemon.
Makes it easy for me, you sucker.
Line from both
You
competitors.
chose the cheeky batch. The cheeky bunch.
Oh, that was weak. Ah, it's
Oh man, Meryl.
a hot battle.
Meryl,
unfolding.
what are you doing, man?
What'll it do? That didn't accomplish much.
Thank you.
There's the shot. Drill no weakness.
I lived.
They're both
Come on.
hanging tough. The smoke screen went up.
Hmm.
Accuracy is down. It's gripped by
Oh,
paralysis.
come on, Meryl.
The crowd's excitement is building from this heated battle. How's that? The hit glanced right off. Waterfall attack. Right, that's a hit.
Okay, that wraps this guy up.
That settles this battle. And there goes the battle.
Swell job, Peekaboo. Perfect extra. Oh, nice, yeah, because I didn't faint. Got an extra continue. So if I lose now at any point to a trainer, I get a continue to try it again. Cool. Continue. Ah, Team Rocket Grunt. I'll bring you down slowly but surely. I don't know why I gave him that voice. He doesn't look anything like that. He looks like the kind to have this voice. Oh, Cletus. Go get a shotgun. We got a raccoon in the gutter. Alright, so what's his team? It's a really stereotypical Pokemon. I don't know why I said Pokemon. Team Rocket Grunt team. We got a Nidoran, an Ekans, a Zubat, a Spinarak, a Bellossom, and a Venonat. How predictable. So, I'm gonna choose Magnemite, Geodude, and Slugma.
Trainers place the Pokeball containing their leadoff Pokemon on the field to start the battle.
Alright, so he chose an Ekans. I kinda half expected him to, actually. Thunder.
It sacrificed speed to raise its power. Here it comes, Thunder! Oh, that's
Aw, come on. I know how iffy Thunder can be, but that could have been great.
okay.
It could have been great. Do it again.
Oh, what's this?
Thank you.
What now? Oh, that was weak. There's a big HP difference between the two combatants. It's a swift attack. That's it. Oh,
this guy's portraits.
So, what will be the next Pokemon? Oh, it's Bellsprout!
Okay, so we got a Bellsprout. I am going to swap.
The trainer's switching Pokemon. Oh, it's Slugma! What's this? Ah, that didn't do much. What impact will this Pokemon switch?
Ooh, that's a very nice move. Flamethrower.
What's next? A light hit. Ooh, flamethrower. That struck home.
Nice.
Down it goes. Just one Pokemon remains.
Please be Spinarak. Please be Spinarak.
Oh, it's a Nidoran. This is the last
Wow, that thing is
Pokemon.
dancing. Wasn't exactly what I had
Pokemon
hoped,
is
but
3 to 1. This battle
I'll still
has
try a
become
flamethrower on it just for shits and giggles, I guess.
What'll it do? The hit glanced right off.
Yeah.
There it goes. That's the major
Ooh, nice, a burn. That'll finish it off, actually.
The heated action
Well,
continues.
I guess it's not gonna burn it after that, so maybe not.
How's that? A light pack.
Well, there. Okay, yeah, weird timing for the burn, but sure.
There are no more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that interruption that the screen transitions do, but what can you do? I don't have a real workaround for that. It's just how this configuration works, I guess. It's a bit unfortunate. Alright, so the second trainer's done. Third trainer. What do you got? It feels wonderful to battle Pokemon outside. Your team mostly consists of flyers and 2 ground types. So I'm gonna put a bet on it being... What would they choose? I like the guessing game that this game kind of has because I don't really know what Pokemon I'm gonna get for the stadiums and such, and I don't know what Pokemon they have really. I'm gonna say they're gonna put out one of the ground types. I'm gonna bring out Oddish and Magnemite, and then Geodude.
Contested battles here in Pokemon Stadium. The roar of the crowd signals the start of the third round.
Please be Larvitar. Please be Larvitar. Please be Larvitar. Please be Larvitar. Ladybug. Fuck. Great.
Both get ready to go. Switching Pokemon. That Pokemon must not have been the right choice. Oh, it's Magnemite.
Gonna have to bug zap this bug.
What's the opening gambit? It's not very effective. How will this
As long as thunder hits.
Pokemon fare? Here it comes, Thunder!
Nice. Ooh, and it's a crit. Yeah.
Oh, KO'd by one hit.
Very, very, very nice Magnemite.
So, what will be the next Pokemon? Oh, it's Larvitar! Will this Pokemon avenge the honor of its fallen comrade? The number of remaining Pokemon is 3 to 2. This battle's outcome
Now is the time. I was right in that she chose Larvitar, but She didn't send him out first, which is a little annoying. And now I gotta swap back out again.
The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon.
And I know some people don't care for the announcer in the stadium games.
There's the shot.
I did not like him initially when I first played these. I found it really obnoxiously annoying. To be honest, at this point, I can't really imagine playing these games without him. He's just kind of there. Like, you can shut him off, at least in this game. I don't remember if you can shut him off in Stadium. You probably can. But, you can shut him off. I'm not going to do that.
A furious attack. It's a weak spot.
Oh, really? He killed Oddish.
No strength left.
Look at the Oddish just lay. Oh, and its leaves fell off its head. That Oddish is dead.
KO will bring out
That Oddish, that was a graphic. That was a graphic death.
Oh, it's Geodude. Two Pokemon remain on each side.
Okay, what to do? Magnitude. He's got Earthquake, though.
There it goes. A powerful blow.
Yeah, I expected that. This is not good. This Larvitar is dynamite.
Hold on, magnitude. Bam, that worked perfectly.
Oh, yes!
Only
Geodude. Thank you. I did not expect him to actually do anything of worth. I was using it as a deliberate meat shield, well, rock shield, I guess, in this case, to just kind of take hits from Earthquake before I sent out
Pokemon now.
Magnemite again.
Number of remaining Pokemon is
Do another Magnitude.
Oh, what's this? Bullseye.
Yeah!
What's next? That struck home. It's
Oh, he
not
survived.
right.
His
There,
defense went
defense
down, but
that went
this guy's hanging on.
Both Pokemon show signs of fatigue.
He's still dead, though.
Oh, double kick. Yes, it's a hit. There it is. Knockout. Each team has only one Pokemon left for battle. The Pokemon appears with a cry. This is the last Pokemon. We're seeing a final act in this match.
Let's just do a Swift on it. Wrap this up nice and clean.
It's a swift attack. That's it.
There we go. We're safe. We are good.
The last Pokemon goes down. And there goes the battle.
That was fun. Thank you. I have to go outside now. Okay, have fun outside. Whatever. Yeah, I'm a little worried as to how kind of close that one went. Because we're just at the halfway point now for this cup. Why does this guy look like a bootleg Silver? He looks like a bootleg version of your rival from Gold and Silver. Okay. Like he's got the same hair. The outfit is kind of similar a little bit. If it were like purpley blue, dark blue, then it would be exact. But he's got this weird face. It's like a fake rival. Darren, the fake rival. Okay, what has he got? He's got electric types and grassy bug types. So I'm gonna send out Slugma, Geodude, and let's bring Spearow along. I haven't had a reason to bring Spearow out, but let's bring it along. Maybe it'll be worth something.
This is round 4.
Okay, smart move with the Slugma. Flame it. Oh, you dirty. You dirty.
Stun Spore Cloud.
Using Stun Spore.
Paralysis.
Is that electrify? It wasn't an electric move, dude.
Whoosh. Flamethrower. A powerful blow. Take it down.
Get it out of here.
That was just too quick. This battle is intense right from the start.
Gonna kick your bootleg ass, Darren.
Oh, it's Magnemite. The number of remaining Pokemon.
If this sucker brought all electric types, he is pathetic.
There it goes. Savage hit. It's gripped by
You gotta be kidding me.
One Pokemon is still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired.
Yeah, Slugma's dead.
Right, that's a hit. Yes, it's a hit. Down
It is a good thing I brought Geodude with me.
That KO will bring out a new Pokemon. Oh, it's Geodude. It's a fierce battle.
Okay, Magnitude I don't believe will do anything to it because of its Levitate.
How's that?
I mean, does Magnetite have Levitate in Gen 2?
Blow. It's not
I think it does. Maybe it doesn't, but I'm not willing to risk testing that.
That didn't accomplish much.
I'm willing to test risking that.
Battles is showing signs of
Let's give it a Magnitude. Give it some Geodude attitude.
What now? That did little damage. Oh, that was weak.
Doesn't work.
On, magnitude. Bullseye.
It does work.
Oh, we've had no strength.
Nice. I didn't expect that. The Geodude attitude actually worked. With the Magnitude.
There's only one Pokemon left to come out. Oh, it's Pichu.
This poor bastard chose all electric.
Battle is unfolding.
Well, no, he chose a Paris. Never mind.
They go into battle pose.
I forgot he brought out a bug.
What's next?
That's kind of like a crab.
Right hit. Ah, that didn't do much. Will this do it?
Paris, yeah, and now I'm just deliberating. Is Paris more like a crab or a bug? It's more of a bug.
The last Pokemon goes
It's kind of hermit crabbish. That's the whole point of Parasect. It's pretty much a hermit crab. With a mushroom instead of a shell. Alright, see you later, Darren. Maybe one day you'll be good enough to be my rival. First, you have to beat my rival, though. Because you're the bootleg rival. Alright, so we got 4 badges. Found 4 trainers. Second half. We are at the halfway point. When I have a line in the water, I don't just stand there doing nothing. No, you're fishing, Mr. Curtis. Yeah, I'm gonna have to choose Spearow again. His team's a variety of water types.
Will these cries turn into roars of victory? Round 5 begins now.
What you got? Shelter. Interesting choice. Okay, so
Here it comes, thunder!
how effective is it? Okay, that was much. I expected it to hang on at the very end there.
This has turned into a vicious battle right off the bat. Oh, it's Krabby! The number of remaining Pokemon is 3 to 2. That's it! Oh, that's a miss.
Missed.
How's that?
Come on, Magnemite.
There's the attack. That was a glancing blow.
Magnemite, you can survive 2 more. You can survive 1 more surf, and then the surf after that'll kill you. Come on. We need a hit.
What's this?
We need a top Billboard's 100 hit.
That did little damage.
That was the last one where you can take it, dude. Come on. Give us a thunder. Nice. You're going to the big leagues, kid. You're gonna be a superstar.
Make it just like that.
You'll be on the cover of Rolling
Turns
Stones.
into a one-sided battle. Oh, it's Meryl. This is the last Pokemon. Sparks are flying from both competitors. Will this do it?
I can't believe this guy launched that many thunders. He kind of screwed up a bit with Krabby, but he still got hits. He still won.
Goes down.
He didn't faint.
And there goes the battle.
Wonderful. We get another continue from that, too. Alright, so I was talking earlier about my crystal team and such, and how I want to talk specifically about fighting the Elite Four, namely Lance, at the end of it. So the first time I beat... Well, first off, let me take a look at the team, and then just kind of get into the fighting. So I got Electric. This one's kind of all over the place. I think I'm gonna actually lead with Geodude. I'm gonna bring Slugma along, and I'm gonna bring Magnemite. There we go. Alright, yeah, so the first time I beat Lance was a bit insane. So I had I had Alakazam, Gengar, I had my Suicune with me, which I barely used throughout the entirety of the Elite Four. I had Sin, I had Noctis, and I had Polly. Now, Polly was one of the first Pokemon that I had brought out against Lance in the first place, because he knew it knows Ice Punch, and Ice types are powerful against Dragon types. So I ended up beating a lot of his team using Polly interchangeably. Polly died a few times to some of the other Dragonites and such. They would KO it one hit with a Hyper Beam. Well, no, Alakazam is the one I kept reviving and kept dying to the Hyper Beam. Polly kept tanking the Hyper Beams for some reason. I don't know what the deal is with that Poliwhirl, but it was tanking the Hyper Beams from these like level 45 and 46 Dragonites, while it was a level 38 Poliwhirl. So I bring out Polly against the last Dragonite and the last Pokemon, well, the second to last Pokemon he had. He had a Charizard after that. And I kept using Ice Punch. I used an Ice Punch. He did a Hyper Beam. And then I did another Ice Punch because he would tank. He was tanking those Hyper Beams from this level 50 Dragonite. And it was stupid. So let me break this down. So I do an Ice Punch, then on the recharge of the Hyper Beam, I do a Hyper Potion. So you do Hyper Beam, Ice Punch, recharge, Hyper Potion, Hyper Beam, Ice Punch, recharge, Hyper Potion. But the thing is, this was a 3-phase cycle. This was 3 moves. I did 3 Ice Punches and killed his Dragonite, because all 3 of them in a row were crits. Now I know the average person watching this doesn't know how often a crit will happen, but a crit, at least in Gen 3, is a 6.25% chance of happening. So, if you count up the statistical odds of landing 3 of them in technically, or in like, not every other move of doing that, that was I literally, like, thrust my arms into the air like Superman and yelled in excitement, in absolute shock that that fucking happened. I have not, in years, been that astonished at a video game. I honestly, at that point, wished I had actually was capturing the playthrough of the game and such for that moment, because I can't believe that I still can't believe it happened. I'm still in shock that that happened. I'm ecstatic that it happened. And then after he killed the Dragonite, I healed him up and did 2 surfs on his Charizard, and the Charizard went down and I beat the Pokemon League because of this fucking Poliwhirl. This level 38 Poliwhirl. So, yeah, it was ludicrous. It was insane. Meanwhile, I'm stuck with this random team of starter Pokemon. I'm pretty fine with the team that it randomly chose for me right now, actually. This isn't too bad, it's doable. I probably just jinxed myself, but we'll see when it comes to it when I start losing. Not gonna lie, this is a problem. Psychic's a very powerful move. Burn it. Make some scrambled eggs. Get him out of here. Smells like breakfast. What'd you make? Execute. Oh, I don't want that. They got eyeballs. Okay, Swinub should be fine because... no, don't change Pokemon. Swinub's an ice type, so this is fine. Maybe. Okay, it didn't hurt too bad. Ah, come on. You gotta hit it this time, Slugma. Do it. There we go. I was getting a smidgem, a very smidgem of worry at the end there. Alright, so she's gone. We won. Are you ready to lose? Sure am. Let's see what you got. Pidgey, Jigglypuff, Ditto. Ditto's an interesting choice. A Hoot, a Snubble, and a Smeargle. Yeah, the Ditto and the Smeargle are interesting. This is a generally normal type trainer, though. Let's see how this all goes. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Give him the magnitude. Nice.
They're both hanging go.
Geodude's dead, though.
No, it is Blizzard. That struck home. Oh, and down it goes. So, what will be the next Pokemon? Oh, it's Slugma. The heated action continues. What's this? That was a
I'm kind of surprised it didn't choose to do Blizzard again.
flamethrower. Yes, it's a hit. Down it goes. We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokemon. Oh, it's Tutu. Two Pokemon remain.
Okay, we got Hoot Hoot.
Whoa, it blew up.
Ah, you.
A furious attack. Whoop, that missed. Far
I'm gonna take advantage of that.
competitor.
Send out Magnemite.
The trainer's switching Pokemon.
So yeah, aside from beating Crystal and being ecstatic and insanely surprised at what that Poliwhirl could do,
Oh, that was weak.
I watched the Page Master for I think the first time. I don't recall ever seeing it before, but I watched the Page Master movie from the 90s. And I know it's kind of a love-hate movie for some people. I honestly liked it, as weird enough as it is. I thought it was very well done. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I didn't expect to. I thought it would just be kind of mediocre. I'd say I'd give it a B as a movie. It wasn't Disney quality. I wouldn't say it was Don Bluth quality, but I'd give it a solid B. I enjoyed it for what it was, and I actually really appreciate how 90s it is. As weird as it is to say, I just found it very comforting.
Just one Pokemon remains.
So I'd recommend a watch. Around this time last year, I think I watched Willow, and I talked about that back in a Breath of the Wild Part 15, if I remember. That was as weird as it is, remembering last year, just that little talk about Willow in Breath of the Wild that was like, what, 10 or 15 minutes long I talked about Willow? That was one of the funnest and most memorable parts of anything I did last year for me personally. Just rambling about this really crappy 80s fantasy movie that I kind of loved and hated at the same time, because it is a weird movie and it has a weird place in my heart. But it's not a good movie. I wouldn't say Willow's a good movie. That's the thing, is that it's so like, is it trying to take itself seriously, or is it trying to be a kid's film? Is it trying to be Lord of the Rings, or is it trying to be Fraggle Rock? What's it trying to do? Is it trying to be funny, or is it trying to be serious? I'll reiterate this bit because I loved describing this last year as well. You just have Val Kilmer and the God, I'm forgetting the guy who played Willow. Oh my God. What's his name? Let me think on this for a moment. Warwick Davis. Yeah, that's the guy. So you have Val Kilmer and Warwick Davis on this sled going down a mountain to the point where Val Kilmer ends up in a snow cylinder rolling down the mountain with Willow on a sled. They bust into a village just out in the mountains. They just run into this village with their sled and giant ice ball that they're in and such. And the villagers are just like, oh, ho, ho, look at these two funny characters breaking into our village with weirdness. 1 minute later, you have the soldiers who were pursuing these two coming down the mountain and literally beating the shit out of people and killing people, and it's just so tonal whiplash of a movie. And I can't believe I'm talking about this movie again now, a year later, but in less detail. Go watch Breath of the Wild Part 15. I think it was towards the beginning, maybe. It was when I was on the statues in Gerudo Valley, I know that. But, I can't believe the tonal whiplash of Willow. I can't believe they're trying to bring it back as, like, what, a Netflix series or something? That's, like, a thing in development or something? Nobody liked Willow back then. Nobody liked Willow back then. It's not like Dark Crystal where it has some, like, retrospective fan base that adores it or anything. Willow doesn't. Willow doesn't. It was a bad movie, and it lost Lucasfilms a lot of money. It just doesn't understand... I don't know. It has those Star Wars prequel vibes of... I don't think Lucas understood exactly what he wanted. It's trying to be a funny kids movie, yet a serious epic at the same time. And it doesn't... It works in its stupid, weird way, but it doesn't work at the same time. It just doesn't work. And it just becomes weird. It just becomes a weird movie. And that's why I like it, is that it's a good, bad movie. Because all the actors did really well in it. It's just the tone goes all over the fucking place. It is whiplash. I'm done talking about Willow now. So yeah, I watched the Pagemaster. It wasn't like that. Pagemaster was pretty consistent throughout, and I thought it was very charming, weird enough. Turner, not me, but Turner Animation only put out 2 movies, and it was that and Cats Don't Dance, and both of those bombed horribly. Cats Don't Dance cost like $30 million to make, and they made like $3 million on it. And Pagemaster did pretty horrible at the box office. That company made 2 movies and then sank, which is sad because Cats Don't Dance is a fan. That is one of the best animated movies of the past like 2 decades, 3 decades at this point actually, because it was in the 90s. These balls contain Voltorb. Juggling them is such a rush. Okay, Mr. Dwight, you seem to have a weird fetish. Alright, so what has he got? Wait, he doesn't even have any Voltorb. What are you talking about, Dwight? Dwight, you're a liar. You don't have any Voltorbs. I don't know whether I should fight this liar or not. They call him the Juggler. He juggles his balls. Alright, so... what do you got, Dwight? You got a Grimer, a Sandshrew, a Sunkern, a Dratini, a Hoot Hoot, and a Machop. Got a pretty random, kind of... not half bad team, actually. I feel like he's gonna pick Dratini because it's a dragon. Which for me is a problem. I'm gonna risk sending Slug out first. Because the only one who can really do some serious damage to Slug is Sandshrew, and I don't know if he's ballsy enough to start with a Sandshrew. I'm also gonna pick Spearow and Magnemite. Let's see what happens. If this motherfucker starts with a Sandshrew, I don't know what's going through his bloody mind. Okay, as I expected, he's starting with the dragon. I love this MIDI sound. I always love the music in I love this N64 sound font in general, but the sound font for this sounds like it's using some of the instruments from Ocarina of Time, and it sounds weird. It sounds weird hearing the Pokemon battle music in like Ocarina of Time sound font. It's like not all of it is, but some of those steel, well, not steel drums, some of those piano keys in there were at the beginning. Oh, devious. What is this guy's problem? He's an edgelord. He wants to juggle balls and be edgy. I'm gonna use Toxic. So even if... I feel like Dratini's gonna kill Slugma. I want to poison Dratini. So that even though Slugma's gone... can mess with Dratini. Nah, we're gonna keep Slugma out. Slugma's gonna have to die. And if for some reason I lose to this guy, then I still have continues. So it's not game over.
That KO will bring out a new Pokémon. The Pokémon have been chosen. Oh, it's Magnemite. They're both hanging tough. What now? Ah, that didn't do much.
This instrument right here that's going on, that sounds like Ocarina of Time.
Oh, that was weak. One Pokémon is still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired. The Pokémon is returning to its Pokémon.
That is A-okay, because I got a plan.
Oh, it's Sandshrew.
You ruined the plan! The plan, Arthur!
Oh, it started raining heavily.
I was gonna use Thunder because when you use Rain Dance, it makes Thunder 100% accurate.
Pokémon Switch have on
Ah.
a heavy rain.
Oh,
falling
crap.
near Pokémon Stadium. You might want to bring an umbrella if you're heading out to the stadium.
I'm gonna have to send the bird out. I'm gonna have to send the bloody bird out.
Here comes a Pokémon Switch.
Oh man, this ain't good.
Oh, it's Spearow.
I was joking about him having the Sandshrew. I was hoping he wouldn't have this thing.
How will this Pokémon Switch affect the flow of battle? Combatants face each other. What's next? Oh, that's a miss. How's that? That caused no damage at all. It's a fierce battle. What's this? Nails a weak spot.
Okay, a crit. Swagger.
Look at that swagger.
Oh, you're trying to confuse, huh?
Fusion made it
Lovely.
tougher. It used a miracle berry on it.
Oh, lovely.
They're both
That's a very good
tough.
Spearow. Let's do another Steel Wing. Because it's like the kind of the only move I can really use against the Sandshrew. Oh, he's doing another. He's trying again.
Fusion made it tougher.
Oh, devious. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Now with the heavy
What's your problem, man?
stop, the field
What's your
has
deal?
returned to normal.
Why are you trying to be the dark and brooding juggler?
Great hit. Oh,
Go back home. Go back home with your Sandshrew. I was sunk, rats.
that KO will bring out
I'm gonna
a
go
new
home and
Pokémon.
read Death Note. And listen to 3 Days Grace.
Oh, it's Macross.
And act brooding in a dark room. Oh yes, with my little balls I like to juggle. Alright, this should be fine. I still have Magnemite, even though that can be killed pretty easy by this Machop. It's got Thunder. And Spearow has Peck if it'll do it. Nope. Now we're in death range. We are most certainly easy to kill at this point.
There's only one Pokémon left to come
And the Rain Dance is gone as well, which is not good. Because now there's no guarantee on Thunder.
It's down to the last Pokémon now.
Let's give this a shot and hope it works.
Whoa! Savage hit.
That's good. This is gonna hurt.
Cross
Oh, I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen.
There are no more remaining
I say my
Pokémon.
mood is buoyant.
And there
Shut up, dude. Oh, man. First loss. At the same time, I'm not surprised. I'm kind of happy I made it to the last guy to lose. I'm pleased with how that turned out. I hope to build on my success. Let's do a continue. Because if we lost there, we'd have to fight every single person again. That's how this game works. Do you know the Fire Breather? We're kindred spirits. I don't know, he's got the same team. I'm gonna assume he starts with Dratini again, in which case I'm gonna start with Magnemite. That's the problem. That really is just a stupid problem. I don't know if he's... I'm gonna bring Geodude with me this time. And Slugma. Let's give this one a shot.
Which trainer will claim the champion's throne?
Please be Dratini. Please be Dratini. It's Dratini. Good. Predictable. Absolutely predictable. Let it rain! Bring down the thunderstorm!
Pokémon switch.
Oh, he's being a jerk.
Oh, it's Sandshrew.
You little shit.
Uh-oh, it started raining heavily.
Uh-oh, Stinky.
How will
God
the new
damn it, man.
Pokémon fare?
Well, this time I came prepared. This time I brought Geodude with me. Geodude's gonna fix this problem. I kind of expected him to bring Sandshrew. I was deliberating between Oddish or Geodude, and I chose Geodude just because it would have more uses if it wasn't Sandshrew.
It dug its way underground.
But this is why.
What impact will this Pokémon
Give it some
have
attitude.
on the battle? A sharp attack. A powerful blow. How's that? A light hit.
No. That's not what you're supposed to do, Geodude.
A fierce battle.
Hit it harder.
Ouch! Iron Tail. Drilled a weakness. Whoa!
I should have brought the Oddish.
Down. What's next? Yes, it's a hit.
I should have brought the Oddish.
Far
Okay.
from both competitors.
I mean, it's Geodude's a lost cause at this point, unless it uses Dig.
It dug its way underground.
Well, how'd he do?
There's the attack. Hit. That inflicted some damage.
That was the stupidest thing you could have done, dude. Thanks. Thank you for that.
Next Pokémon needs to be prepared. Oh, it's Machoke! The opponent is weak. What an opportunity! The rain finally stopped.
Get a hit in before you're dead.
Now, that's it. There, Fire Punch. Yes, it's a hit. Down it goes.
Did a good job getting rid of Sandshrew.
What Pokémon?
Now-
Here next?
I'm gonna send out Slugma.
The next Pokémon is ready.
I want to save Magnemite to go up against this Dratini.
Oh, it's Slugma. Two Pokémon remain on each side.
Survive, survive, please survive.
A crushing blow.
Okay, you survived. Flame on!
Flame
Nice. I did not expect it to kill it.
It's going down.
All we got left is Dratini. And I have a plan.
One Pokemon remains.
It is the expert plan of summoning Poseidon to rain down on us with his tears.
The number of remaining Pokemon is
Toxic, I guess. If you're, yeah, I was gonna say you're probably not gonna get a move in, Slugma.
Here comes Dragon Breath. Right, that's a hit. Oh, it has no strength left.
So far, it's been a Mon for a Mon.
Team has only one Pokemon left for
So now we got one-on-one.
The Pokemon appears with a cross. It's
Make this count, Magnemite.
Pokemon now.
Summon the rain.
What's next? The hit lands right off.
It's a crit. Still not too much damage, though. That's good.
Oh, look! There is a sudden downpour. The heated
Okay.
action continues.
Now, Thunder should hit every single time with this.
How's that? A light attack.
Another crit. He's getting almost as lucky as my Poliwhirl was.
A furious attack. That didn't do much.
I don't know if I can beat this thing.
They're both hanging tough. The commands are made.
This is down to the nail.
What'll it do? That didn't accomplish much.
If he gets another crit on me, I don't think I'll survive.
Oh, that was weak.
I need to hit him. I need to get him with this Thunder.
From both competitors.
Shock him.
There's the attack. It's not very effective.
Ooh, hanging on by this.
Here it comes. Thunder.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we won.
That settles this battle. Congratulations! The champion has been decided!
Yes, and it is me. I'm the champion. I'm the Pokemon Master. What's that? You're saying I beat the Kid League? Aw. I can't go home like this. Then take off the cape. Yo, take off the cape, bro! Take it off! Meryl. I almost said a Magikarp. Slugma. Pidgey. Weird weed thing. Rock Bro. It truly was the friends we made along the way. Do I get like credits or something now? Do I get like a credit sequence? Now I get a nice trophy above the thing. Okay. And we've unlocked the Great Ball. One. I know the Master one is stupid difficult. Let's take a break from the stadium for a moment. And let's actually go into my Crystal version. If the game's still... Nope! This thing's sitting still as crap on this table and it's still disconnected somehow. Alright. I'm actually going to reboot the game. Alright. Let me look at the audio, see if it works. It seems fine. It seems fine. So, let's just go into this, and hopefully everything's alright. It's not detecting the game again. Give me a moment while technical difficulties continue with this N64 setup. Let me take out the pack, put it back in, take out the cartridge, put it back in, and boot up the system again. Put this gently down on the table. There it is. You see? This thing's touchy. So let's go to the GB Tower. Let's literally just boot up Pokemon Crystal on my N64. Let me take off the smoothener from the Eon adapter, so all the little pixels kind of show up a bit better. Because I noticed that it looks the Game Boy player for this looks better without that on. Because with it on, it kind of smoothens over all the pixels and it looks ugly. It's fine for N64 stuff. I like it for the N64 stuff. Not for pixel art. Not for pixel art. It just makes everything look ugly. And you get to see the wonders of the N64 loading Pokemon Crystal. It's a bit jank. Like, it has that freeze, and it constantly loads from the cartridge and such. Let's watch the intro. Look at my notes I have on the side. Yeah, there's still a few things I can talk about, I guess. Yeah, there's Crystal. Continue. 33, basically 34 hours. God, this thing needs to load. Look at all the loading it's trying to do. That isn't the recording either. I'm hearing that as well. It, like, having issues with the audio and such in the visuals. That's the N64 trying to play Game Boy stuff. Oh, look at them, like, look at the, like, characters kind of, like, wedge up a bit when you move up and down, like these old men and such. They're, like, kind of jumping almost. Yeah, this is kind of jank. Okay. So now we're on Route 38. I honestly don't really want to do much else with this. I just kind of wanted to show it, I guess. But I'll show the team here in-game. Yeah. There's a Lunar. There's Noctis. Polly. Sin. Jiro. And X. And, yeah, it's cool. Alright, now that we're back in the game... Oh, here's something I can show as well with, Crystal in the transfer slot. I feel like some people haven't seen this before because they either don't have a transfer pack or they don't own, like silver, gold, red, blue, any of these older Pokemon games if they happen to have Stadium 2. Or they don't bother to, but there's some options in here in Professor Oak's lab. There's some bonus stuff. You get a trading machine if you like want to connect up 2 of these to your copy of Pokemon Stadium 2, like a gold and a silver or something, and want to trade in 3D or something with this thing. You can do that. Can swap game packs that are selected. These are the 2 that I can kind of show off as the PC organizer, because organizing your items, and namely the Pokemon boxes in Gen 2, is a little tedious, because once it fills up with 20 Pokemon, you have to go back to the Pokemon Center and then swap to another box, otherwise it just won't. I don't believe it'll save that Pokemon or something that you caught. But yeah, you can organize, like, your inventory. Like, this is my inventory in Crystal right now. You can do that if you want. You can organize your boxes if you want. I got, like, box 1's full, obviously, and then I got box 3 with a few. So that's neat. This I find a little more interesting because it is literally a 3D Pokédex. Like, you can take a look at some of the, like, the models from Stadium pretty blown up and such, so... Yeah, if you want to. You can also see a nice 3D map of where they would be in the game. So there's a nice N64 3D map of Johto. You can't catch Typhlosion in the wild, so this area is unknown. And there's Kanto. Let me pull up a Pokemon that you can catch in the wild. Let's choose Pidgey. What does that look like? Oh yeah, a little... Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so these are all the spots where you can catch Pidgey. Yeah, neat. Just a little bonus, a little extra thing. And the room as well, with the game pack, you can, like, decorate a room. Yeah, like, this is just some room. It's got a bed, PC terminal, a radio. It's a cool-looking radio, to be honest. Nice TV, got a map, a bookshelf, a clock. Looks like a calendar with an electrode and a Jolteon on it. And you can decorate things. I don't have anything really. I think you unlock them in some way in this game. I'm not sure. Let's hide the map. Let's put the map back up. There we go. It's not The Sims, but it works. Alright, so what do I do now? Let's give the Gym Leader Castle a try. We're gonna start back at the beginning, though. I don't know why I made my character female up there, but whatever. I didn't choose Chris for, the character in my Crystal version, so whatever, though. Does not matter. What does this guy got? What are these nicknames that he's given it? Ash? He named them all Ash things? Pidgeash, Hootash, Spirash, Pidgeotash, Doduash. Okay, that's whatever. I remember the nicknaming being weird in this game. Let's do this. All right, here we go.
Leader Castle. Will the challenger be able to overcome the waiting trainers and conquer the castle?
One other thing I've completely forgotten about is I did a... There may or may not be a video attached to the end half of this video that is, opening Pokemon cards and such, because I did that. I recorded that recently, and, I didn't feel like making it its own video, so I'm just gonna throw it on in the back half of this video, and, just see... Like, you can watch it if you want, I guess.
They're ready to go.
I had fun making it, and I understand for some reason people seem to like doing videos like that. is probably gonna be one of the few YouTuber trend moments that I'll ever try doing. It wasn't even trying to do it, I've just had Pokemon cards pile up in my room for a few months. So I just decided, I was like, hey, let me throw in the camera. It's been a few months since I've done any live action-y stuff anyway, so I'll just record my reaction to opening Pokemon cards. And it's not over the top or anything, it's just kind of like, oh, that's cool. I'm not addicted to Pokemon cards, and I'm pretty dry about things most of the time, so... Unless something really catches my interest, like The Witcher 3, then I'm a bit boring, I guess. In my opinion. In my opinion. I like to have fun, though. I'm having fun right now. I'm just not, I don't fit the YouTube algorithm of, oh, look at this! Oh my god! This is insane! I don't do the fake shit. I don't play that game.
The next Pokémon needs to be prepared.
Alright, kids. Today we're gonna be playing Pokemon Stadium 2.
Looks tough. A hot battle is unfolding. There's the attack.
Right, all this guy's Pokemon are gonna be level 60 because of X. Lovely.
It increased its agility. They're both hanging tough. What's this? A light pack. What's next? That was a glancing blow. The heated action continues. What'll it do? A light hit. What now? Nailed the weak spot.
Nice.
Oh, it has no strength left. Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's not two. This is the last Pokemon.
Alright. So far, so good. Let's keep hitting him with fire punches. Those seem to do pretty well.
It braced itself to endure an attack. There's the shot. Critical hit.
Crit hit. Nice.
Sparks are flying from both competitors. A flame wheel. Right, that's a hit.
And you're out of here, son.
There are no more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
That wasn't too bad. Now let's bring out Falconer and take care of his selection, whatever it is. I can't let you get past me. The honor of bird trainers everywhere is at stake. Alright, so he's got a Pidgeot, a Farfetch, Noctowl, Togetic, Fearow, Delibird. The Delibird is a weird choice. The Togetic's a little concerning. So, we're gonna lead with X. Gonna choose Lunar and Sin.
Flying-type Pokemon user from Violet Gym. What strategy will the challenger employ against...
Oh, right, I forgot to turn the smoothener back on. There we go. Get rid of all the little jaggy polygons and such for this. Or at least try to reduce it.
There it goes.
That's the point of it.
Whoop, that missed.
Yeah, Zap Cannon's not the most accurate move,
It flew up high.
but it would be useful.
Hot battle is unfolding.
don't believe I can hit it no matter what, so I'm just gonna skip this turn.
What's this? Oh my, missed again. There's the attack. That was a glancing blow. They're both hanging tough.
Come on, hit.
Vicious attack.
Nice.
Home.
And it's paralyzed.
It healed itself with a paralysis cure berry.
Oh. That's convenient.
Aerial attack. The heated action continues. What now? No, that didn't connect. How's that? That did little damage. It's a fierce battle. What's next? It's gripped by paralysis. It's gripped by paralysis.
It's gripped by paralysis.
Uh-oh, it's still immobilized.
Sucks, man. If only this attack hits now. Nice.
Oh, knockout. What Pokemon will appear next? Oh, it's Togetic.
So when I was a little curious,
A hot battle is
a little
on
curious about it, let's try a hydro pump on it. Let's give it a good old bath.
What'll it do? A light pack.
It's not very good. Nope. Double edge.
What's this? Hammered where it hurts.
Ooh, that's not good.
They're both hanging tough.
Let's hit it with a Iron Tail, I guess. I don't think Dragon Breath would do too much damage to it. It's a normal type.
A light hit.
Yeah, X is dead.
Down the leg attack. That's it. There it is. Knockout.
Goodbye, Lugia. Go back to the bottom of the ocean.
We're eagerly awaiting the appearance
So
of the
we
next
are gonna
Pokemon.
choose. We're gonna choose Lunar.
Next
Send him out.
Pokemon is ready. Oh, it's Alakazam. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Thunder Punch. Give him the Thunder Punch.
There, Thunder Punch.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Nice.
it. Down it goes. Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Farfetch. This is the last Pokemon. The number of remaining Pokemon is
By thunder, use the Thunder Punch.
vicious attack. Bam!
Yes.
Perfectly.
It's working. It's working.
There's the attack. Hit. That inflicted some damage. The heated action continues.
Do it again. Thunder Punch.
There it goes.
And it's dead. Yes, okay. I thought it might live at the very end there, but it didn't. Nice.
The last
Perfect.
Pokemon goes down. That's it. Stage clear.
Okay, so Faulkner's done. I'm not going to do all the gym leaders in order at the moment. I'm going to kind of piecemeal them out since it seems I've done most of them. Once we get back up to price is kind of when I'm going to be stuck doing them in order, though. Violet Gym Battle clear. Cool. Do I want to do another, though? That is the real question. Sure. No. there's 3 trainers. I kind of want to do another. We'll do another. We'll do another gym. We'll do Azalea. You know, I'm not gonna bring X this time. If I can. No, it's requiring me to, so... Sure, whatever, we'll face level 60s, it's fine. Okay, the Azalea Gym. Aside from watching Page Master, I also got a new phone recently. It's the brand new iPhone 12. And I'm having to get used to this stupid thing because they changed how I'm used to iPhones again. Okay, what does he got? We are gonna lead with Jiro. And then Lunar, and then Sin. Yeah, they got rid of the button that's on an iPhone, so I have to get used to that. And, it's a lot faster. My main problem with my previous phone was that the battery lasted like 30 minutes off the charger, so I kinda was forced to upgrade to a new phone. And, yeah, I got the iPhone 12. And it seems nice, but it's a give and take with Apple. It's like, well, you can't just use any normal charger anymore. You gotta use the new USB-C one because the battery's weird in this one. And if you do use a normal Lightning to like USB, you're gonna fry the battery in there, so don't do that.
Okay.
So it's kind of a give and take. That was not effective.
What will the trainer do now? That did little damage.
I don't understand how Rollout... I remember Rollout hitting Jiro in Crystal version as well. I don't get how it can hurt a ghost. Because isn't that a ground type move? Why would that hurt a ghost?
What's that? A light hit.
Yeah, Jiro's not effective against Shuckly at all.
What's this?
Also, that is actually kind of a 10 out of 10 name for your Shuckle, dude. Shuckly.
The white-hot battle continues.
I'm gonna try putting this thing to sleep.
Oh, no! No, that...
Nope.
What'll it do?
Jiro's probably gonna die from this.
It's a hit. Yes, it's going down.
Yes, it's going down. Thanks, Mr. Announcer.
What Pokemon will appear next? The Pokemon have been chosen. Oh, it's Typhlosion! It's a fierce battle.
I want to see how well this does against it.
What now? A light attack.
Even worse. Lovely. This is not good. I'm gonna lose to one of the gym leader's peons using a Shuckle.
Super effective. No, it's no contact.
Wowza. Wowza. How? I looked away for a second and my Typhlosion's now dead.
Pokemon form.
Okay, this is bad. This is real bad.
Oh, it's Alakazam.
It's a shame I don't have a fighting type, because Shuckle's a normal type.
It's down to one Pokemon against 3.
I think it's a normal bug, maybe. This sucks. You gotta use Psychic, it's the strongest move.
There's the attack. The hit lands right off.
Man.
Down. What's next?
Yeah, it's gonna kill us.
That's some major damage.
Maybe I should get Phil Swift if it's major damage, dude.
Pokemon goes down.
Because Alakazam just became one of his boats he sawed in half. Oh man, yeah, that sucked. I was wiped by a Shuckle. And yet he had a Rattata and a Geodude with him. Those would have been easy. We're gonna do that again. And hopefully he won't bring the Shuckle. I now fear the Shuckle.
The first opponent is Chad, a bug catcher.
If he chooses Shuckle, I want to try using Polly against him. No, he chose something very different. Ice Punch it.
Here's the first move. Bam! That worked perfectly.
I love how this level 60 Paris is now gonna die in 3 hits to an Ice Punch, the same way Lance's Dragonite did. Although, at this point, Polly's gonna die because this Paris is stronger than him. We can give him the good 1-2, though. Oh, interesting. Okay.
The heated action continues. It dug its way underground. There! Ice punch! Whoops! That missed. They're both hanging tough.
No, we're gonna keep Polly.
What'll it do? A light hit. What now? Right, that's a hit.
Oh, it actually killed it. Never mind.
Has no strength left. We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokémon. Oh, it's Geodude. Ooh, this one looks.
What other movies have I watched recently? I rewatched... Well, after I watched Pagemaster, I watched a couple other movies. I watched Emperor's New Groove, which I watched kind of yearly at this point. I watched a little bit of Pokemon on VHS. Been in a Pokemon mood lately. Funny enough, not because of Pokemon Snap, but just because I've been kind of into earlier Pokemon at the moment. It's made me happy at the moment, just playing all the... I'm happier playing all these old Pokemon games than I am the newer ones. But, like, new Pokemon Snap's fine. It just feels a little bit too long. But, yeah, I'm enjoying playing this stuff, playing some of the card game a little bit again, watching some of the old anime, and, yeah, I don't know, it's fun. I have fond memories of the original Pokemania, which is when all this stuff came out between 1998 and 2001, and I'll talk about that later in the card bit of this video. Let's do Surf.
Combat and face each other.
Polly's probably not gonna live from that.
It's Rock Throw.
Nope.
Down it goes. What Pokemon will appear next?
Oh yeah, the other movie I watched was Black Cauldron. I haven't watched Black Cauldron in like 2 years, and I know that, and I remember that because last time I talked about that was during Red Dead 2. Another old... This was actually a stream I did 2 years ago, similar to the Willow thing, just in the summer. It shows a random movie that's kind of, that box office flop that's kind of good, kind of weird. I'm actually a moderately big fan of the Black Cauldron from Disney. It came out in '86 and was a massive flop. And most people don't even really know what it is. Some people do. A lot of people do know what it is and don't think it's that great of a movie. I have nostalgia for it, okay? So Like, I even have official Disney artwork prints of the Horned King and Gurgi and such, and I talked about that 2 years ago as well. But yeah, I just really have a weird fondness for that movie. I like the characters, I like the background art direction and such that was in that. I think the environments in that movie and the theming of it are superb. The plot's a bit sketchy and all over the place, and that's probably where my only if with it is the plot is a bit messy. The characters were good, the art was phenomenal, and I think it could have been executed better, but it just wasn't. It was mid-80s Disney. They didn't have all their cards straight at that time. It wasn't the 90s Renaissance, it wasn't the 60s with Jungle Book and such. It was the 70s, 80s where they were kind of meandering and just figuring out, okay, what do we do after Walt Disney's now dead? What do we do? And they're just throwing shit against the wall. And they had a few good hits in the 80s. They had a few good ones. They had Rescuers. That was Don Bluth. And they had Oliver and Company's not bad. Oliver and Company's good. They had Mouse Detective was great. I like Mouse Detective. What was another one? I think Little Mermaid was 89. Because Beauty and the Beast was, what, 91? 90, no, it wasn't 92. 92 was Aladdin. 91, it was either 90 or 91 was Beauty and the Beast, I'm forgetting. Aladdin was 92, I think. Anyway. Yeah, so we still have Shuckle here again. Let's do a Dragon's Breath against it. What's that other one from the 80s that I'm thinking about but can't name?
That did little damage. What'll it do? A light hit. It appears to be impervious to damage.
It's gonna come back and haunt me. Whatever this movie is I'm thinking of. It's like it's like my mind's saying, there is another one. There is another one, you fool. Remember it. I'm just like, I'm trying to remember what this 80s movie was. Shoot. I don't remember.
They're eyeing each other warily. How's that? Bam! That was perfectly. There's the attack. The hit glanced right off. It withstood that easily. Sparks are flying from both competitors. What now? That had to hurt. What's this? Yes, it's a hit! A powerful blow. They're both hanging tough. They go into battle pose. Ouch! Iron Fist! That's it!
I'm having to look this up because it's driving me insane now. What were some 80s Disney movies? Fox and the Hound! Fox and the Hound, the first image that pops up when I type that in is Fox and the Hound. I'm like, yeah, that's the one I was thinking about but couldn't name. Yeah, Fox and the Hound is probably my... I'd say... Like, Black Cauldron I like more than that for nostalgia. But Fox and the Hound is way better of a movie than... Fox and the Hound is way better of a movie than Black Cauldron. I can easily say that. We're the best of friends. Da, 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 da. Doing everything together. Da, 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 da. Alright, second trainer. Alright, what do you got? Got a lot of cute Pokemon. Got Hoppip. Got Pika Pika. Oh, look at the cute names for them as well. You got LED LED. Sun Sun. Jig Jig. I had a Jigglypuff named Jigs once. Clef Clef. Pika Pika. Hop Hop. To be honest, I'm almost at that level of naming things because I named my Poliwrath Polly and my Cyndaquil, Sin. So I just have to double that up, and I'm of equal measure in naming things. Alright, so we are going to choose. We're going to have the mean psychic cat monster destroy their brains with mind bullets. And then we're going to have X, a giant wyvern, take out anything left over, and wrap it up with the flame badger thing. I don't exactly know what Typhlosion is. A honey badger? Something like that?
And live. Don't let the fact that they're children fool you. Overconfidence here could be disastrous.
And I think after I'm done with this gym, I think I'm good for the day. Because the Pokemon card thing itself is about, like, an hour or so. So, 3 hours I think will be fine for this first part. Just to kind of... This is all just kind of getting my footing back into playing Pokemon Stadium. And setting up this ridiculous setup
Attack power is down.
to do this.
There's the attack. What impressive impact.
And Pokemon Snap and New Pokemon Snap and Mario 64 haven't gone anywhere. They're still on the schedule.
Ready to go.
As I said in the last Mario 64, though, things are going to be a little bit more slow going, exactly like last summer. Just kind of a video here and there, having some fun. Because I'm quite busy at the moment. I'm very busy.
Yes, it's going down. We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokémon. Oh, it's Ladybug. A hot battle is unfolding. How's that? That did little damage.
Ooh, that did not. Yeah, that didn't do a whole lot.
Ah, such a sweet scent. Its evasiveness is down. The white-hot battle continues. Vicious attack. Hit, that was good. There's the attack. Hit, that inflicted some
I need to hit this sucker with a Thunder Punch.
sparks are flying from both competitors. There, Thunder Punch. Yes, it's a hit. There it is. Knockout. This has turned into a one-sided battle. Oh, it's Clefairy. It's down to the last.
Alright,
Pokemon
Lunar's
now.
probably not going to survive this thing.
Action continues.
Let's do another Thunder Punch.
What's this? That was a glancing blow.
Yeah, that didn't do a whole lot.
Double flip it around. Right. That's
There he
the
goes.
hit. Oh, knockout. What Pokemon will appear next? Oh, it's Lugia. The number of remaining Pokemon is 2 to 1. The 10th battle continues.
I'm going to risk a Zap Cannon.
What's next? Oh, that's a
I should have guessed.
What now?
Lovely, Lugia's in love.
That's changed.
Oh, is it just Charm? I thought it was Attract. Wait, Attract wouldn't even work on Lugia. Lugia's genderless.
They go into battle mode. How's that? A light attack. It's better protected against special attacks.
Oh, lovely.
The white-hot battle continues.
Let's do an Iron Tail.
What'll it do? A light hit.
Okay, that's not exactly what I was hoping would happen. And Sleep Powder! Sleep Powder!
Oh, it fell asleep.
Perfect!
That little nap will certainly make the action one-sided.
Yeah, it will, announcer. We're gonna swap.
Okay. This Pokémon is switching out.
I've recently been listening to a fair amount of Thank You Scientist. I've been aware of that band for many, many, many years. They were very popular amongst people I knew in high school. And I've just been I've listened to their music for a few years, but I've like actually just kind of been like, let's take a deep dive, listen to everything in order. And yeah, I do like them. They're a very good band. Underrated. I don't hear a whole lot of people talk about them, actually. They're a very nice progressive rock / jazz fusion band. So if you like jazz, and progressive rock, then I think they're very good.
They're both hanging tough.
The vocalist has a very high-pitched voice, which can turn some people off, I'm aware. But I thoroughly enjoy it. I enjoy the band. They're very good.
What now? Ah, that attack just bounced off.
Although I still think, like, the jazz fusion that they do is some good stuff. It's a little more rock incorporated, but it's still really good stuff. And, I still have to say Return to Forever is, like, the top tier of that stuff. Return to Forever's Romantic Warrior is kind of like the top jazz fusion album out of any of the jazz fusion I've listened to. There's some other bands I haven't listened to from the 60s and 70s that did similar stuff, but most people I know who are really into music, and I'm a little bit of an audiophile in the sense that I do care about the formats, and I listen to way too much music. Way too much music. People who know me know that very well. I listen to way too much music. And I have to say, I kind of agree with a lot of people in Romantic Warrior being kind of the top and kind of the peak, and then after, if you look at the timeline of the genre as well, as like the peak kind of was Romantic Warrior, and then it kind of fell off once the later 70s and the early 80s started to roll in, and then stuff became like electro funk. Okay, what do I do? I'm gonna do Fire Punch.
What about this? Oh my, missed again. Ah, it raised its defense.
This Clefairy is so stubborn.
Coming to an end.
Just hit it with the punch.
Will this decide it? Oh, that missed.
Sin, come on.
Crack that tail whip. There, defense stat went down. We're seeing a final act in this match. What about this?
Oh, Sin, what are you doing then? It turned into a ball.
Defense. Will the next pick decide the outcome? Will this decide it? Oh,
Just
that's
punch it.
two.
Sin, punch the Clefairy.
No, the move failed. The light stream's effect wore off. This showdown
Do a fire spin
is
then.
coming to an
Well,
end.
Flame Wheel.
Right, that's a hit. There are no more remaining Pokémon. And there goes the battle.
Finally. Jeez, yeah, that Clefairy just hung on there at the end, didn't it? Now all we got left is Bugsy. Okay, he has a Pupitar for some reason. Weird. I think I'm going to choose... As weird as it is, I'm gonna lead with... X, then Lunar, and then Sin.
How will the challenger deal with the onslaught of Buzz Pokémon?
Yeah, I kind of expected him to lead with Pupitar. It's a bit of an odd Pokemon, and I feel like it would be very obvious to throw someone off with that. Expecting to throw out something like Sin, a fire type to take on all the bugs, but throw out the rock type, the ground rock type or whatever, and catch him off guard. I was thinking ahead. Can't outsmart me, Bugsy.
Oh, it's Cypher! The number of remaining Pokémon is 3-2. How's that? A light pass. Vicious attack. Uh-oh,
Oh,
the wrong choice?
that's lovely. That is a lovely hit.
There's a big HP difference between the two combatants. What'll it do? A light hit. Here comes Dragon Breath. That's it.
Toasted.
Oh, and down it goes.
All toast is toast.
Is there any way of stopping this?
Okay, last Pokemon. Last one.
Oh, it's Beedrill. It's down to the last Pokemon now.
You chose a horrible Pokemon
Folding.
to wrap up with, dude. If this Zap Cannon hits, oh man, is that gonna be good.
There's the attack. Whoops.
Mmm.
What now? That
Did it shoot that thing out of its needle? That is disturbing. What the fuck kind of Beedrill is that?
What's next?
Nice. And it's paralyzed. Like, look at this. Watch this.
What's this?
It's like shoots it out of its abdomen.
Right off. Whoa, that was
It's the babies. It's its insect egg.
going on, but the other one looks tired.
Alright, burn it.
How's that?
Hit it with some Dragon's Breath. It's not a fire type move, but it still looks like it's burning it.
Light bomb
Stop shooting those things at Lugia!
that hit.
It's disgusting.
Knockout. Which Pokemon will join the battle now? Oh, it's Alakazam.
I like how the trainers before Bugsy were way more difficult than this guy is himself.
A psychic blast. That worked perfectly.
And that's a wrap on Bugsy. Yeah. The gym leader himself wasn't difficult.
Pokemon.
It was just his little peons, his helpers. They were a real pain in the ass. And that's that gym. Alright, I think I'm good for today on the gyms. Maybe next time we'll do Whitney and Morty. Maybe Chuck. Maybe we'll do one free battle. Let's do a completely random free battle. Normal. Challenge Cup rules. Great Ball League. At the classroom. completely random Pokemon selection. Let's just see what the game does here. Okay. I can kind of tell that my opponent has way better Pokemon than me, and I kind of want to back out of this. He's got an Onix, a Houndour, a Machoke. How did you get a Machoke out of all this? Whatever. I got a... Like, look at my selection. I got a Voltorb, and I love Ammonite. But why did it have to give me an Ammonite? Skiploom. What are the... Yeah, let me check some of these guys. Thunderwave, Thunder... Surf. This, I love Dunsparce, but this is a horrible moveset. This is a really bad moveset. I'm gonna try this. This is a completely off-the-wall, whatever, off-the-cuff fight. Here we go. Okay, so I got a Nidorino. Use Ice Beam.
Here's the first move. Oh, that was weak. A furious attack. Hit. That inflicted some damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose this fight.
Use the gold berry to restore its HP.
I'm gonna lose this fight. I got a fighting move, that's good.
Vicious attack. It's super effective. A sharp attack. Great hit. Both come back and appear to be exhausted. Look at that swagger. Oh, its confusion made it tougher. Whoa, double kick.
Got him.
That's a hit. Oh, it has no strength left. The next Pokemon needs to be prepared.
Okay, what's he got?
Oh, it's Elekid.
Elekid's a little annoying. I don't know. Did I choose anything that can go against this thing? Not really. I did not anticipate it.
The commands are made. There! Ice Punch! Yes, it's a hit! There it is! Knockout!
I won't be surprised if this Elekid is what wipes me.
What Pokemon will appear next?
Because all I have left is an electric type and a water type.
Oh, it's Voltorb! Two Pokemon remain on each side.
Oh, we're gonna have to do something stupid.
Both teams. Blast! Self-destruct! That's some major damage!
It wiped it. We got rid of Elekid. Now we just gotta hope that whatever Ammonite has to fight against is not good against it. Here we go. What is the end of this? What do we got?
Oh, it's Omanite! This is
Oh.
the last Pokemon! Oh, it's
And we got Onix! Yes, that is the best scenario. Doesn't mean we'll win, but it's the best scenario.
has come down to the wire. It dug its way underground.
Of course it did.
Ride that surf! Whoop! That missed. The white-hot battle continues. There's the attack. Bam! That worked perfectly. Will this decide it? Wham!
We won. I can't believe we won.
There are no more remaining
Yeah, I'd say that was a good final battle. Completely random. I really thought I was gonna lose there. But blowing up Voltorb actually ended up saving our ass. That was great. Alright, and yeah, that's Pokemon Stadium for the day. Oh, Stadium 2. So I hope you've enjoyed a little... Well, for me it was a little nostalgia and having some fun with my Crystal team and such. Didn't do a whole... Well, no, I did 2 gym leaders with them. That was quite extensive, because the fights are a little longer in this than playing on the handhelds because of all the fancy 3D animations. That was a big catch for these, for why people would really want to play and buy these games before the advent of 3D being really easy to do on like the 3DS and such. You wanted to see your sprites turn into 3D Pokemon. That was like a really big deal. And I still have that feeling with this stuff. It's cool seeing these sprites just turn into these 3D models. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll probably do another part of this sometime soon-ish, in maybe a week, 2 weeks, month, I have no idea. Everything's in the air at the moment. But I'm having fun with this, and I'll continue it at some point. Same with Pokemon, new Pokemon Snap, and Mario 64. Those will kind of a mishmash of this, that, and the other. And I really wish I could have captured... I wish I was recording when that Poliwhirl did that to that Dragonite. That was insane. Anyway. Alright, so yeah. Thank you for watching Pokemon Stadium 2, and up next is a pre-recorded thing of me opening Pokemon cards and stuff. So, if you really like that, then go watch that and have fun. If not, you can shut the video off now if you don't care about that. I don't care. I just did it for funsies. And, yeah, if for some reason you misclicked on some... like, misclick trying to get to the Pokemon card stuff and you're here listening to me now, hi. You missed the Pokemon Stadium. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good night. Transition. Future self in editing. Transition. To the Pokemon cards. Do it. Please. This is why you're here, isn't it? To see these things be opened? Is that not the hot new trend of this generation? Alright, maybe it isn't. Maybe it is. I have no idea. Anyway. Yeah, so this is going to be extremely impromptu and nonchalant, and I don't give a fuck kind of attitude for one of these, because, yeah. I have these things that, I purchased a while back, actually, and I never got around to opening them. They've literally just been sitting in a storage room for a while, and yeah, so this is what we're doing today. Whether this be its own little video of its own, or if it's put into, as I planned, the back end of the first part of Pokemon Stadium 2, which if it is not, then I'm doing that as well, I guess, at the moment. And, yeah, this is completely off the top, and it's just like, I looked at my room, and like, I have those Pokemon card packs that I haven't bothered to open in a few weeks, and, yeah, here we are now. I just threw on the camera and set up the lighting, which is kinda, I only have one of these things, so, it's a little darker over in this area, a bit. So yes, today we'll be dissecting these tin cans and plastic and paper containers of cards and cardboard, and people are going insane for this shit, and I don't understand exactly why, because I've grown up with Pokemon my whole life. I remember Pokemania very vividly, and remember those times as being very fun and entertaining, and you got a lot of... Let me go off the tangent on a tangent here for a moment. They put out 12 Pokemon games in 3 years. I had to look that up exactly. It was like, how many Pokemon games actually came out during the span of the end of 1998 up through mid-2001, which was Pokemania. It was those 3 years. And they put out 12 Pokemon games in that time period. Not even including the anime, the movies, the merchandise, the toys, the plushies, the promos, any other thing. They put out 12 video games in that period of time. Could you imagine Ubisoft or Activision doing something like that today? They'd be insane. They've never been that insane. Game Freak and Nintendo were that insane at the time. Anyway, I had to get that out of my system. But, because there's going to be a few tangents here, because I've been doing a lot of research in the early Pokemon year stuff that I grew up with that I wasn't paying attention to at the time. And I actually just finished playing through Pokemon Crystal, which will be, if once again this is tagged onto the Pokemon Stadium 2 end part, or if it's not. Yeah, I just finished playing through Pokemon Crystal for background work to get Pokemon Stadium 2 up and running for importing Pokemon that I've used. And I didn't really want to do a playthrough on the channel of Pokemon Crystal because that's a long game, and I'm not really in the mood to do that when I'm still doing new Pokemon Snap at the moment. But, yeah, so I online, I found a couple things that were funny to me. And I remember these being a thing back in the day, was these Let's Play text playthroughs. Now, that may seem a little weird, but before the years of YouTube and Vimeo and any of these other video services, the internet couldn't really handle anything like that, and nothing had really been implemented like that. So people would have domains, they'd have websites, and they would then, in a very long forum post across multiple pages, play through a video game and take screenshots of their gameplay alongside it, and then have text for what they would say, like in a long play and such, like, oh god, that's amazing. They'd put in their little quips and such. I found a forum like that, and the early 2000s came rushing back to me like, oh man, this was an entirely separate way of living and making entertainment on the internet. So I found that, I read through that person's Pokemon Crystal playthrough, and it was a little cringy and a little weird, but they gave it a shot, and they did multiple playthroughs of other games and such on that thing as well on their site. And I thought it was neat. I thought it was interesting, neat. I thought it was a weird flashback into a kind of forgotten period of just content creating, I guess, just of the internet. I haven't heard of that kind of entertainment, with quotation marks, in probably the better part of 15 plus years. I haven't seen anyone try that. They're probably... I'm aware now, after looking that stuff up, that there are people who do that still. And for that, I actually commend them. They are doing an insane prospect in today's day and age. And if they're having fun with it, more power to them, man. But anyway, now that I've gotten that out, you're here for the cards. I know. You're here for this. You're here for these. You want to see what's inside them. And, yeah, that's kind of it, I guess. That's the whole draw. So, yeah. Before that, though, another preface. Is that my relationship with Pokemon cards is, I had a ton of them when I was a kid. I had a whole, like, banker's box full of them and such, and a plastic tub full of them and such, and a book full of them and such. I had a lot of Pokemon cards. I don't have as many nowadays. I still have a full binder. I'm looking at it now across my room over there, because I went over there and just picked out a few that I really like from the old stuff. These are just a couple, literally just 5, which one of them is not exactly a Pokemon card. I'm not exactly sure where it's from. I think it may be from like a gumball machine or something, or some toy, but I'm only bringing it out because I think it's weird and I don't know what it's from exactly. So if you know what this is from, tell me in the comments below. Otherwise, you can gawk at it like me and just question, like, where is this from? But, yeah, I got a Victory Bell. It's a Holo from Spice and Wolf. You got Magneton. I remember getting this Noctowl card out of a random pack. I was in the back of my mom's car opening this pack, and I literally was just staring at this thing, the way Noctowl's staring at us right now. This was like, I really like Noctowl. I still really like Noctowl, and seeing this card with this artwork on it was like, yes, this is the shit. I got an Articuno here. It's a holo as well. This is the card that I don't know exactly what it's from. It's pretty beat up at this point because it's made of a cheaper paper. But it's this weird Jigglypuff. Let me try and get the focus on it a bit better. It's this weird Jigglypuff card that I don't know exactly what this thing's from. It's it says 1995, 1996, 1998 Nintendo, TM Nintendo, official Nintendo licensed product. That's just the Pokemon logo, and then Jigglypuff on it. I don't know what this is from, but I've had it. Hit the mic on the camera. That's lovely, because using a tripod with a camera here is a bit weird. But yeah, I've had this since I was a little kid. I don't remember wherever the heck this thing came from, but I've just had it for all these years. And yeah, I got tons of other Pokemon cards in the corner over there, but who cares about those? We're here for the new shit. And one other side note is that I am actually I'm much more a big fan of the original trading card game, the old stuff, base deck 1, base deck 2, well, base set 1, base set 2. The Neo series for Gen 2 is one of my favorites for the artwork. I really am kind of a Gen 2 person, hence why I'm playing Pokemon Stadium 2 and just played through Pokemon Crystal again. But yeah, these are the Pokemon cards available at the moment on the market, so I'm just like, well, I can't really buy Gen 2 cards, I can't really buy Gen 1 cards, because all that shit is stupid expensive. Even though I do have both of those locked away somewhere brand new, which I won't open. But yeah, so what I have here today is 2 Shining Fates. I guess is one of the more recent series. I think this is supposed to be a subset series. It's like not a main series, it's just like an in-between thing or something. And I got 2 of these that are Eldegoss themed. I don't know exactly what. I think this is from Sword and Shield. Eldegoss. I don't remember seeing it when I played through Sword and Shield on the channel. Well, Shield version on the channel. And I also have, aside from those Eldegoss things, obviously, I also have these 2 packs of Sword and Shield battle styles. One of each of the Ursifus, I think they're called. I never did the DLC for these. Maybe I will in the future. In which case, I have done them on the channel if I did in the future. If not, then whatever. So, I understand that this is I've seen a few screenshots of this deck, like this series of cards and such, and it looks kind of nice. I know people are a bit insane about Pokemon cards right now and such. As for how I got any of these cards, all of these were literally just obtained when I went grocery shopping. They would just have them in the electronics back there and just say, hey, can I have some Pokemon cards? It's like, sure, whatever. And I just had some of them sit in the corner of my room for like a month or so. I know the Battle Styles ones I've had for like 2 months, I think. These Shining Fates ones I've gotten more recently, but yeah. There's nothing really special about these tins, it seems. They kind of remind me of the old ones from like 10 years ago, where it's just like you get the themed Pokemon here, and then it's just a bunch of normal TCG decks inside, so yeah. It's a pretty basic thing. I keep hitting the mic against the camera because it's in the way. And you can tell how just impromptu and random this is from that nature. Anyway, I think it's about time to stop rambling and open something, because that's what you folks are here for. As in the reason why I bought these in the first place, is I want to see what's in them anyway. I like Pokemon, but I'm not really I haven't, well, better phrase is, I haven't been in a Pokemon mood in, I want to say ever since Sun and Moon came out. Sun and Moon kind of spoiled my attitude towards Pokemon. I just didn't care for Sun and Moon. I know there are people who enjoy it and they can have that. Ultra Sun and Moon I bought as well, and they didn't fix much of anything, they just added more shit onto it. So that didn't really help my mood with that either. And then Sword and Shield came out, and it improved a little bit of my opinion on them, but at the same time, they're still really not good games. In my opinion. I understand totally people enjoy them for whatever. I had fun with Shield. It was fine. If you watch my playthrough of it, you'll kind of get the gist of my mood. It's like, yeah, it's average. It's tofu. It's super generic. It's fine. It doesn't really hurt much. It just felt undercooked. It felt a little underbaked. So I didn't find it very worthwhile, but it was fine. It was doable. I hope the upcoming Diamond and Pearl remakes are a little bit more full, a little bit more entertaining, because I kind of had to make my own fun with. Well, that's what I like with Pokemon. Mainly the older Pokemons is that they don't spoon feed you. They don't spoon feed you the story or anything. It's kind of just there, and if you want to take it, you take it. And yeah, that kind of changed once Gen 4 started to take the plot more seriously. Because like even Gen 3 had very little plot. It was just, hey, two dudes want to ruin the Earth in some way, and literally a lot of the plot for like Hoenn wasn't integrated until. As I fix the camera's orientation for this, wasn't oriented and brought in, like, the details of what they were doing wasn't brought into, like, Omega and Alpha Ruby and Sapphire, and I'm running out of air to breathe. Alright, we're gonna do an eeny, meeny, miny, mo for which one to open first. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. Eats the others, let him go. My mother told you not to let go, and you are the one. So I'm going to start with the blue colored pack. You get thrown in the corner. Alright, yeah. Like I said, this is kind of awkward with the camera here. So I'm going to try. And, I was gonna do one of two things. I was gonna do one of two things with this, Exo Knife. I was gonna, like, perform surgery on this thing and cut it open. Smoothly, delicately, and precisely. Peel back the layers and breathe into the world. Birth into the world. Hit the mic against the camera for the millionth time. New Pokemon cards. But no. I'm gonna just do it off camera, just slice this thing open. Because they also added this plastic. I was surprised to see this when I did buy them. I remember that specifically. Was when I bought them, I asked the guy, I was like, why is there plastic on the TCG pack here? It's, like, wrapped around it. That probably shows how, well, no, even, like, the cards, like, 3 years ago didn't have that to my memory. I don't know. Anyway. I'll show the dissection this once. Careful, doctor. Patient is not doing very well. We need to be very precise. It's probably making plenty of people squeam. Okay. Yeah, so let's open this thing up. There we go. Funny enough, it did actually cut through my gloves, just weren't letting me grab it. Alright. So there's also these things are in here so stupidly tight. There's glue underneath here as well, and then they're still wrapped in packs. It's like, geez, how much garbage do you need? Alright, so yeah, that's the pack. It was in there like a cocoon. And now, if this thing wants to open, there it goes. Alright. Yeah, this is actually kind of... I considered doing it with barehanded, but I'm like, no. No. We're not showing your hands yet. Literally, if anybody wants this, I don't play or care about the Pokemon TCG Online thing. So, there's your code. If you, really want it. I don't care. And I think I know how to shuffle the cards to get, to make it more suspenseful, I guess. Alright, so here we are. So I'm gonna there's the focus. So we got a Bruxish. Ooh, I think there's something in there. So we got Bruxish. I don't remember this Pokemon. We got a Honchkrow. I like Honchkrow. Cards. The gloves don't help at all. If anything, since I've started using them, they've made things more complicated. Yeah, so we got a Honchkrow. It's got Insomnia, Voltage Dive. I like the art on that one. That's a very nice one. Phoebe. She is from the Hoenn region. She's one of the Elite Four. Psychic Energy. Looks like it's kind of misting off the top of it. If I can grab this card, put that back. Pawniard. Houndour. Single Strike. I don't know what that exactly means. But cool. Shinx Rapid Strike. Hit the mic. Gligar. So, feels like there's more to that. Yeah, there is another card underneath, and I'm like, that card feels thicker than the other. That can get out from under there. So we got Spoink. And a Holo Onyx. It's a holographic Onyx. I don't really care for or know the difference between like reverse holo or any of that. If it's shiny, it's a holo to me. And we have a Holo Onyx. That's nice. I'd say that's a good one. Okay, there's another card behind it. These cards are sticking together pretty good. And I can tell from this, it looks kind of impressive. Single Strike Urshifu V. I don't know what this thing is. Okay, that was a very big surprise. It was stuck behind the Onyx. Huh. It looks cool. I don't know if this is... I don't know of any of the rarity of any of these cards, but yeah, that's cool. It's shiny. Look at that glisten. Cool. I'd say that was worth like the $4 or $5 or whatever I paid for the stack. Yeah, cool. Single Strike Urshifu V. Huh. What's its move? Laser Focus and Impact Blow. Alright. So I'll just put that off to the side over here. I'm gonna dissect this next Battle Styles deck off screen. There you go, there's your card opening ASMR. An Exo Knife going right up against a microphone. Alright. If you're expecting more of this kind of content on this channel, do not. Do not. This is pretty much a one-off thing. Just because I've accumulated some Pokemon cards in my own free time, I guess. And I'm like, you know, I've been doing a lot of Pokemon stuff lately, so I may as well just open these things up. And I knocked the camera. There we go. This camera is so in the way. I don't know how people work with them. Alright, let's open this thing up. It's got an Empoleon art style on it. Looks pretty good. Get this right up to the microphone. Yeah. I know that's what you people want. It's what you people on YouTube land want. Alright. We can open this up. There we go. Alright, shuffle the cards. I'll put this over here while I do that, so someone can also have this if they want. 3, 4. I have learned how to. I think I may have mentioned this. I'm losing track of things at this point because I'm just opening these things to see what's in them. But I have learned the trick to properly opening a Pokemon card pack. It's the secret. It's the secret. Alright, so what do we got here? Focus. We got a Heat More. I never liked these things. I think the design looks kind of stupid. Sorry for anyone who enjoys or likes Heat More. I think it looks like a really weird... It looks like meat. It looks like it's made of guts and stuff. It looks like Nintendo, well, Game Freak designed a anteater that was made of like a heart or something. I don't know, I don't find it very, very interesting. Tower of Darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. This is not how I expected my YouTube career to go. Cheryl, she's from Gen 4. You meet her in the forest. Just her entire character is you finding her in the woods scared and alone, and you lead her to the end of the woods, and that's it. That's her entire purpose in Gen 4. That is everything. Unless they did something in Platinum, and I never played Platinum, so I don't know. Maybe they made her more relevant in that one. Yeah, I like the new energy designs. They always kind of come up with something very slight and mild to the energy cards. I like this. I like the whole mist energy thing coming off the top of it. It looks more dynamic and cool. A Mankey single strike with Focus Fist. A Galarian. I always get the Alolan and Galarian and all these regional variant Pokemons mixed up. A Galarian Slowpoke. Looks pretty cool. It knows Tantalizing. Okay, I guess it's something to do with its tail. I know people like to eat Slowpoke tails in the Pokemon world. Fomantis. There's a card stuck to the back of this one as well. These things were tightly kept in those packs. If this is a trend for the remainder of the cards, we're gonna be here for a while. I assume we're already gonna be here for a while, at the rate I'm going with this. So, yeah. Either this is gonna be a really long Pokemon Stadium video, or this is gonna be cut off on its own thing to be in the talking about random things playlist category of stuff. Alright, so stuck to the back of that one was a Remoraid Rapid Strike. It's got a very interesting artwork of it balancing things with its water gun. Got a Cubone. Very nice lighting. It's very well done, yeah. I like this Cubone art. It's very good. And Conkeldurr. There's a card attached to this one. Yeah, I can tell there's something on the back side of this one. We got a Holo Conkeldurr. I think that's really nice. And on the back side of that is a Vivillon. Vivillon. I always call these things Vivillons. It's Vivillons. Anyway, yeah, that's the pack, I guess. So that was both of the battle styles. One was the first one. This one was really good. I think that Urshifu's cool. This one's good. So let me set that off there. And now, as I run out of breath, we move on to one of two tins. Alright, so let's cut to the chase. Get started on this thing. There's going to be 12 Shining Fates packs. So there's going to be 12 more packs. We've only done 2 so far. There's going to be 14 in total with these things, because these things have a lot in them. Okay, that's good. Alright. I think it should be good enough just to open on its own now. Take it over, actually, because it's getting in the way of me pulling all this plastic off. It's becoming... It became a streamer. It became all of this. Yeah. There you go. That's a bonus. Okay. Yeah. So here you go. Cheap tin metal. Okay. Lift off the sarcophagus lid. And what do we got? Oh, we have an Eldegoss entrapped in plastic. It won't come out. Rise from your tomb. Rise from your grave. Alright, I'll get this thing out of its, encapsulation. And, here's another one of these for anyone who cares. Oh, there we go. I don't know if I was covering anything. There you go. You can have it. I don't care. I don't play the, I actually play the real game. I don't play the online stuff. And, if I'm not playing the real game, I'm playing this. So, yeah, we got this Eldegoss V promo card. It's very hyper shiny. So shiny, the aperture went off. There we go. Yeah. It's actually very nice. If you wave this around fast enough, you could probably give somebody a seizure. Let's get this thing off the screen for that. Come here! Oh, yes. This is the gold. This is the dream. Alright, enough embellishing. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to open the other one as well and just get the cards out of there. So I don't have to do that later. The chair next to me is just filled with garbage at this point. Get this thing out. Here's the other Eldegoss. And here's the other promo for whoever is lucky and or unlucky enough to desire wanting to use this. So, yeah. Come here. There we go. Yes. Yes. Alright. So yeah, this is a stupid amount of Pokemon cards in my opinion. But, yeah, Kid Me would be going insane about this right now, the fact that there's this many. Now, I'm actually going to keep... This is a cop-out on my part, but I'm actually going to keep one of these for myself. I want to base it off of the cover art. I don't know whether to go with this smug-ass hat or whether to go with the Charizard. You know, I think I'm going to keep the... I'll keep a Charizard. I'm gonna keep this Charizard pack and just keep it in with my other Pokemon stuff that I don't want to lose. Slash open, slash put it in storage. So yeah, so we have 11 Shining Fates packs. That's a lot of Pokemon cards. That's a lot. Just kind of line them up like little soldiers getting ready to go off into battle and die. And, yeah. This is stupid. This is really, really stupid. Anyway, let us begin. Alright, so we're going to start with this pack. I'm going to actually try and get the image closer. There we go. Yeah, we're going to start with this. And, yeah, all I know about this series, this line of the cards, is that it's like some sort of subset. It's extremely popular for some reason. And apparently, I think it may be popular because of the last reason, well, last thing I know about this is that this series specifically, I guess, has some sort of higher pull rate for rare and or special cards. Or something? Alright. Oh god, every single one of these has one of these codes on it in their packs. So there's that. Someone or some people are having a fantastic day with their Pokemon TCG Online account right now. Yeah. Happy Merry Summer Christmas. Merry Summer Christmas. The funny thing and the weird thing is the way these things smell, they smell exactly the same way they did 20 years ago. They have not changed much in that regard. They still smell like printed cardboard. Alright, so we are starting off with a Cramorant. It's a very nice looking card of it on the water. Spit Out Shot is the move. And, okay, let's pull this apart. I had a little water break in between. A Tropius. I like Tropius. That's a cool Pokemon from Hoenn. It's not very... I've never really used it too much in actual battles, but I like how it... I like trees. So, a giant Brontosaurus tree thing with bananas hanging underneath it. Yeah, man. That's cool. Oh, man! Yeah! We got Ball Guy. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen this guy. Had a lot of fun with him, and he was probably the most interesting character in Sword and Shield. Like, Hop is just kind of a stalker. Bede is just kind of the edgelord, whatever Sasuke character that I don't really care about. But Ball Guy was always there for me. He was always there for you as the player. In every gym, at the end, he was there for you. He's always there. I met Ball Guy in real life at a convention, actually. And never in my life did I ever expect to yell out in public, "Hey, Ball Guy!" And he was cool. The guy who was cosplaying as him, he was really cool. Okay, this fire energy is sticking to all the other cards. Yeah, I got a fire energy. It's pretty neat. A Cufant. It's the elephant pre-evolution of, I forget the name of it already, the big one that's used a few times throughout Sword and Shield as a Pokemon, whatever. Gossifleur. Yeah, that's the last Pokemon in the deck. I don't want to see what that is yet. Stop trying to show it to me. The cards are sticking together. Yeah, so we got a Gossifleur. Is that another card attached to that? Nope. Okay. Got Snom. Fan favorite Snom. Just sitting on a bench on a nice bubbly afternoon. Although it may be alone, it's calling for family. That's sad. Why does Snom have to be alone and scared in the park? Someone go help them. Coughing. It's a coughing. It's a dark type coughing instead of a poison type, I guess. Yeah, these cards are loving to stay together. They should get a bunk bed. Cacnea. It's a very generic looking Cacnea card, but it's well done. 2 more cards if Cacnea wants to separate from whatever the second to last one is. Okay. And we got Oranguru. This appears to be a shiny. Oranguru. It's textured. It's shiny. It looks nice. I like that viewpoint with the camera. It looks like its eyes are shining at you like, I see the future. Yeah, that's a really nice, cool-looking card. I like that. I really like this one. And a holographic Frostmoth. Which I believe... Yeah, looking at the stage thing, it is the evolution of Snom. I only recently realized... Well, I only recently found out this Pokemon exists by playing New Pokemon Snap. So yeah, these were the 2 from that pack that I guess are cool and special. Yeah, these are cool. These are real cool. On my water break, I also went online just to see like how rare these Battle Styles ones I got, and actually that Vivillon one is apparently a rare card. It's not an uncommon one, it's actually a rare one, weird enough. But the Onix apparently is not rare at all, it's very common. The Conkeldurr is rare. And the Urshifu is rare. There's other Urshifu cards that are like ultimate madness, $100, look at this, holy crap, rare, whatever stuff. This one's just rare, and I don't care. It looks cool. I like it. So it shall go with these other ones from this deck. And, yeah, I'm gonna keep them separated, but put them next to each other on the side over here, out of frame. And grab the next pack. If I can open this. There we go. I also took the time to clean up my work area over here and such, get rid of all the trash. Alright, this for anyone who cares. There you go. Saving someone a lot of money from buying Pokemon cards so they can add to their collection. Their digital collection, their fictional collection, their fake one. It's not real. I'm the one with the real cards. Real cards, as I try to go for a bit, real cards. Like this. Oh, you can't get this on the online game, I bet. Yeah, these gloves are tedious. Alright. Here we go. Dramatic. You know, that works out. It's dramatic wait time. It's the anticipation. It's the anticipation. That's what I'm going with. It's the anticipation of fresh cards. Alright, so we got Gym Trainer. It's just 2 from the Fire Gym Leader's gym. You can see how difficult it is to get these stupid cards apart with these gloves. By just doing that, it's like, come on! Yeah, these guys are from the Fire Gym Leader's gym in Sword and Shield. Oh, Eldegoss. A normal one, not the VMAX or V. I'm already forgetting what I picked up earlier. That was the promo card. Yeah, Eldegoss. Enriching Seeds, Surprise Attack. It's pretty cool. Then we got Dartrix. It's the evolution of Rowlet. I had Rowlet when I played through Sun. No, I played both Sun and Moon, but I played through Moon. Sun I started and bailed on it. Psychic Energy. We got a Nickit. Little fox character with The dexterous tail, I guess, is the thing. It, like, grabs things with the tail. Is that 2 cards? No. No, okay. Eevee. Swimming along. Very cute art. Signs of Evolution. Wild Kick. Another Gossifleur. A Choodle. Tackle and Bite. Who you calling Pinhead? I believe that was the joke I made 2 years ago. No, it was a year ago, not 2 years ago. More Pecco. I don't understand the appeal of these things because it just gives me the vibes of a Pikachu mixed with a minion from Illumination, and I hate minions. Sinistea. This appears to be the shiny Pokemon for this pack. It's very nice. And Volcanion. I think I remember this being talked a lot a while ago. I don't remember ever getting this Pokemon in the games. But I remember this thing being talked a lot on, like, the internet, and people I knew and such were talking about Volcanion and such, but I don't remember ever getting this Pokemon. Alright, I'm going to put Sinistea with the specials. I'm just going to put Volcanion here. I think this is this a legendary? I think this is a legendary? I'm not sure. I really don't know if that's a legendary or not. I never caught one. I know virtually nothing about it. So, yeah, that's a thing. If it's a legendary, cool. It's not Lugia. It's not Kyogre, but it'll do. As I shuffle away these cards. Alright. Next pack. It's like a factory line at this point. Yeah, we got a Horsey to start off. Let me shuffle this thing though. And show this off. Pause the screen if you want it. Yeah, it's gone. I am very sorry for anyone who tries to enter these codes and is getting nothing for them. You were too late. You were too slow. Someone else got it before you. Alright. So we got a Rusted Shield. It's a trainer item. Zamazenta V, this card. Wow, that sounds like it's written in broken English. The Zamazenta V, this card is attached to get 70 plus. Okay, it's talking in a different manner than I was saying it. Got another Cormorant. I keep thinking like the cards are stuck to each other. Rotom. It's an electric type Rotom, Roto Choice, and Thundershock. Got a Water Energy. There's that Horsey. It's a nice Horsey art. Water Gun. I'm going to be skipping any dupes just to speed this a little bit along. But Yanma, I'm a big fan of Yanma. Yanma is one of my favorite Pokemon. Out of like a grouping of, if you could count like the top 10 Pokemon, Yanma is one of my favorites. I really like Yanmas. Another more Pecco, another Coughing, another Cacnea. Cacnea is stuck to the card behind, well, it has the card behind it stuck to it. And it is a Dubwool V. It's a sheep. It's from Sword and Shield. This is an evolution I did not see a whole lot of in Sword and Shield. I believe this is the evolution of... what's its... Wooloo. That's the name of it. I believe this is the evolution of Wooloo. I did not see this a whole lot, if any, actually, in my playthrough. Maybe once? Maybe twice? I don't know. I just didn't see this thing. And a Professor's Research. Discard your hand and draw 7 cards. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is cool. The shiny ones are neat. I just think they're neat. Alright. So next pack. Okay, here we go. Here's this. Pause if you want it. And it's gone. These cards. Separate. Thank you. Finally. There we go. Alright, what are we starting with? Dartrix. A Rusted Shield. Another Cramorant. Dark Energy. A Shinx. Coughing and something else just fell out. What was this? A Trapinch. That's new. We got a Trapinch here. Land's Pulse. That's some nice art of it. Yeah, and Coughing made an escape to the floor. It wants to get out of this place. It knows it's going to be trapped in a binder. You're not going anywhere, Coughing. Got Rowlet. This is the pre-evolution card for the Dartrix. Cool. Another Choodle. A Holo Morpeko with a Shuckle, and I forget what that thing is. But it has a Shuckle. That's, to me, that's a bonus point right there. Getting a Shuckle in there. Just get the Shuckle in there. Yeah. So we got Morpeko being all excited about some honey, I guess. I guess it likes honey. Alright, there's a card behind it. What is this thing? How do I even pronounce this? Delmis? Helmus? Is the D supposed... I feel like the D is supposed to be silent. Helmus? Helmus V. Like, helm would make sense because it's the helm of the ship. This thing looks like a steering wheel for a ship, and it has an anchor attached to it. Helmus D. Anchor Anger. Oh my god, what is that? What is that a move from? There's a move from something called Anger Anchor. I don't remember what it is, but I know that's from something. Giga Hammer. If any of your... For Anchor Anger, I want to read what this thing is. Like the moves. If any of your grass Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack during their last turn, this attack deals 90 more damage. And Giga Hammer, during your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Giga Hammer. So you can use it. What does it do? Okay, whatever. It does some sort of attack. I'm gonna save these two to go in the special pile. And take these to the abyss, where they shall go into a binder. Alright. So we got another one. Another one. Alright, so we got this. Pause if you want it. It's gone. Alright. So, we got Thwacky, Lay of the Land, and Branch Poke. It's the evolution of Grookey. I had a Grookey for Shield version, so it's nice to see that guy again. More gym trainers. A Rusted Sword. This is, I guess, the equivalent of the Shield for Zacian. Come on. There we go. Gotta get a grip. Get a grip on the card. It doesn't want to come out. There we go. It's just an energy. Whatever. Gossifleur. Come on. Another Snom. I see something shiny back there, but I'm not gonna let it get spoiled for me. It's another Trapinch. Another Nickit. Buizel. Buizel by the pool, chilling on a life ring. It's a very nice looking card, nice art. Rain Splash. Okay, nothing stuck. A Holo Dartrix, that's cool. And there is something stuck behind it. There we go. And a Dreadnought. Nose Exoskeleton and Skull Bash. Alright. Yeah, it's the evolution of Choodle. Yeah, so that one is a cool looking Dartrix. That's very nice. And next pack is a cool looking Charizard one. Also, if you hear any like weird, like this noise, that is actually the cable for my headset, because I'm moving around in this room and I'm not normally doing that when I'm playing video games, obviously. So even I'm having to be like, oh, this thing's making some reverberation noises. It's probably capturing on the capture. Alright, so here's this pack's code for anyone who cares. Pause if you want, and it's gone. Oops, sorry, it's gone. You didn't look out there, buddy. I'm sorry about that, but that's the roll of the gamble. That's the roll of the gamble. You win some, you lose some. Gotta accept that about life. Alright, so what do we got? Rotom? Eh. Tropius. A Rusted Shield. Got an energy. It's a electric energy. And Indeedee. This is in the middle of the pack too, for some reason. An Indeedee V. I think this is the evolution of, I don't know what an Indeedee is. I want to say it's the evolution of Esper? Maybe? I have no idea. It reminds me of Esper a little bit. It's a psychic type, but yeah. Alright, that's cool. Shiny. More Pecco. Another Nickit. Another Eevee. Another Gossifleur. Another Choodle. And a Luxio Holo. It's nothing attached? No. For some reason the Indeedee was in the middle of the pack. Yeah, Luxio. Cool. Alright. So we got another pack. Here's this. Pause if you want. It's gone. And here we go. Let's start. Cramorant. Cramorant. Master of the water. Look at him skid surfing along there. Making a harsh water landing. Rotom. Rusted Shield. Fighting Energy. Grookey. That's a new one. Grookey. Nice. More Pecco. Spinarak. That's a nice surprise. Wonder if there's an Ariados. Another Buizel. Another Rowlet. And yep, these are the last two. We got another Holo Luxio. I think that's the first dupe Holo. And then there's something behind it. That, whoa, okay. It's a Holo Rillaboom. think if I'm vaguely understanding the logic of holo namings, I think this is a reverse holo, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, Rillaboom. This was one of my lead Pokemon in Shield. Voltage Beat and Hammer In. Cool. Yeah, that's a really cool Rillaboom card. And here's this for whoever is lucky enough to get this. And it's gone. And we start off with a Rusted Shield. Again, many shields. How many Rusted Shields is this? It's starting to become a war zone of just dead people and rusted equipment like in Velen in Witcher 3. Another ball guy. Team Yell Towel. Heal 50 damage from both active Pokemon. Okay, I guess in actually playing with this card, I could see that being very useful. Energy, Shinx, another Grookey, Trapinch, Yanma, Coughing, a shiny Drizzle. It's textured. Huh. Yeah, shiny Drizzle. That's the evolution for... God, I'm forgetting his name. Sobble. Sobble's the name of this thing. I did not care for Sobble. I know people do, but yeah. And, ooh, something I actually kind of like more than Drizzle. Yanmega. Yeah. Yeah, my Dragonfly boys. Bug Bite and Nosedive. Awesome. To me, this is a good pull. This is cool. I really like Yanmega. And this shiny's pretty cool. Don't you love it when you try opening a pack and it does this? It like splits the seam right past where it's not gonna open it. Oh man, that sucks. I still got it, but yeah, that was unfortunate. All right, here's this. There you go. Alright, what do we got from this? Another Dartrix. Dartrix seems to be like one of the most repeated cards I'm noticing from the packs I've got. Another Rusted Sword. A Floatzel. We got the evolution for Buizel. That's cool, we got a full evolution line then. Some nice art, very rainbowy in the background. Kind of makes me think of Final Fantasy X. There's spoilers. I see a Dartrix back there. That's been spoiled. But yeah, Floatzel. Cool. Got a Dark Energy. A Morpeko. Cacnea. Another Horsey. Another Cufant. Another Choodle. There's a Dartrix that I kind of spoiled myself again. Another Dupalo. There's something behind it. It is another Helmies. Helmies. Guadalupes. Yeah, so another one. We got two dupes now for this. That's still pretty cool. Alright, how many packs we got left? We got 2 packs left. We're coming to the end of this. Nothing super insane. Nothing super insane. A lot of stuff that I think is really cool, personally. And I think I'm going to... choose the... I'm gonna choose this one to be the last one. I'm gonna go with Charizard. Here's this. And 1, 2, 3. It's gone. Alright, what do we got? Tropius. Yeah. Tropius. Thwacky. Another Team Yell towel. It's a card stuck to the back. It's a grass energy. Got another Trapinch. There's a card stuck to the back of this one. There's a Snom. Got another Grookey. Got another Spinarak. See some sort of support card. Spinarak. Shinx. A Holo Gym Trainer. Huh, that's a really weird one to get, but alright. Take that. Behind that is... Oh! We got a Manaphy. Huh. That is some good art, too. That is some really good art. Yeah, that's cool. Got, yeah. Manaphy. I don't think I've ever had a Manaphy card before. Alright. And the sad conclusion of today. Oh, it's so sad seeing the last card pack. Look how shiny this thing is. Shining Fates. Yeah, there's some good cards in this series. Too bad I don't plan on ever doing anything like this again. This is my one YouTuber moment. This is my one YouTuber trend moment, I guess. And I'm still not sure whether or not this is going to be in its own video or added on to the back of Pokemon Stadium 2. I'm going to deliberate that in editing, pretty much. Either or, this is somehow out in the ether. Alright, and here is this last code for whatever lucky Pokemon, Pokemaniac, Pokefan, whatever your game is out there. And let's start. We're starting off strong with Ball Guy. We got a Cramorant, another Eldegoss, a Water Energy, another Morpeko. I think I see another Rillaboom at the very end there. Horsey, Spinarak, Rowlet, Morpeko. Yeah, that's another Rillaboom. Oh, that's a new one. Grimmsnarl. We got a Grimmsnarl. I forget. Oh, this is that, I think it's Impidimp is the pre-evolution. I think it's Impidimp. Yeah, Grimmsnarl V. And another Rillaboom. Yeah. That's a cool one. Once again, I have no idea how rare any of this crap is. So, I'm just enjoying these for what they are. This is nice. It's a pretty cool card. Very shiny. I think this is shiny as well, because it's got sparkles all over it and such. Maybe I'm reading too much into the art, but, yeah, I think this is shiny. Maybe not. I think it is. It would make sense. But, yeah, Nose Bite and Spiky Knuckle. Put 2 Dark Energy attached to this Pokemon into your hand. Alright. Yeah, that's the end. That's, yeah, that's all the, packs. It's all this. All this garbage, all this trash. I got Pokemon cards now falling on the floor. Let me pick up this crap. Alright. Yep. So, give me a moment and I shall lay out the goods. Yeah, so this is pretty much the haul for today of what... These are the cards that I kind of enjoyed the most out of all these packs. The ones that I find the most interesting, at least. But, yeah, these are all pretty cool. They're all going to be put in a binder and such. And, yeah, I hope you had some fun as well. In some weird shape or form. I know people have an interest in seeing things like this, but, yeah. This was different for me. I haven't done a, live action, quote-unquote, thing, an actual, like, recorded video, not a gameplay thing, in, a couple months. It's been many months. I don't intend on doing anything like this again, so if you're here because you expect to see more of that, no, this was a one-off. Thank you for watching that. And, yeah, so next we'll be continuing Pokemon Stadium 2. I plan to get back to Mario 64 soon. We're wrapping that up as well. I don't know why I'm saying plural we. And I also got new Pokemon Snap to finish up as well. But until then, have fun with your Pokemon. And I recommend, play the Game Boy Color game. This game is fantastic. This is a really good Game Boy Color game. I really enjoy this thing. The music in it's really good too. Anyway, that's my little soapboxes. Play the TCG on the GBC. But anyway, if you enjoyed this in some shape or form, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Have a good night. Surprise, Noctowl.